everybody. Welcome back to Miss Phins. Thank you so much. Wow, I look like Jesus. What happened to me here? Oh Lord. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Miss Phins. Thank you for joining us tonight. Everybody from Twitter and Twitch. Welcome back to Miss Phins. Really do appreciate it, guys. Oh man, like per usual, like per always, we're gonna go ahead and have so much fun tonight. Two nights, people. Why? Because why not? You know what I mean? Let's have some fun. Let's join some party. Listen, I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from me. Yes, Mark. It is definitely good looking practice. Honestly, I've been slammed with work all day. But you know what? It's okay, guys, because we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna go over training day camp from yesterday and from today. So it's gonna be a lot of fun here for you guys. But do me a favor if you haven't done so already. You already know what I'm gonna say. Go ahead and hit that like button, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, guys. The, the numbers are going up. We're only like 60 people away from the 500 subscriber. Let's go ahead and do it, guys. I want to give this stuff away. So go ahead and help me give you guys free stuff. Okay? No purchase necessary, guys. Just go ahead and give me, just as a way of saying thank you for joining Miss Fins and supporting, honestly. And if you guys didn't catch it, this morning we had Richmond Webb live for an interview. Oh my God, that was awesome. I'm still freaking out about it. Man, oh gosh, that was so amazing. So if you haven't caught it, go ahead and go into the channel, check it out. It is a Richmond Webb live interview. My God, that was so amazing. And you can ask a lot of the people that were there this morning or here now. So definitely go ahead and you know what I mean. Let's do it. Let's talk about it because this is a lot of information, guys. A lot of information. As we all know, Twitter is Twitter. I'm gonna try to see if I can pull up some videos for you guys just because hey, hello. Videos are awesome. We could see a few passes, you know what I mean? Obviously. Why not if we can? And also too guys, I wanna enjoy the moments. This is our second joint practices off season. Very, very happy about that. I feel like joint practices are so much better than just team on team because you get to actually go against opposing teams, so that's always a good thing. And I'm excited about it, guys. And I'm gonna go ahead and talk to you guys. And you know what? I'm feeling frisky today, so I might even open it up to you guys. To be honest with you, so I don't know. I don't know. It's just oh man, yeah, we might be dropping this link and getting a little panel going. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and put Vince up in the comment section for me. Let me know. But let me say hi to everybody in here. Flipside in the building early. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Thank you, Jeremiah. Hello there, Miss Fins. Now we can get the party started. The Man McDuffie's Grand Marshals in the house. Thank you. You're too kind. Too kind. Let's see here. Mark K, we love you over here. Hi, Miss Fins. Good looking. Joint practice today. I know, right? Oh man, it was awesome. Felicity said, "Did you go to practice today?" I was there. I'm like, "No, I had to work. Unfortunately, if it's throughout the week, I can't. I have to work, so that's why I haven't." Let's see. We got Dolphinier in the building. Brr, 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 brr. Look at this. Hey, Miss Fins, how you doing? Gesecki on the trade block. Ooh, we gotta talk about that. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. When I got that notification, I was I'll tell you this. Like, you guys already know I love Gasicki. That's my favorite guy. I feel like the whole community already knows this. So, um, but yeah, guys, we'll talk about the Gasicki, trade block situation because honestly, that's important. You know what I mean? Gosh, I can't even believe it. Like, is he gonna actually get traded before the season starts? Man, it's a possibility, people. It really is a possibility. So let me just go over real quick two main things that I wanted to focus on from yesterday. And honestly, my main thing was really Nick Needham knowing that he was back. His finger thingy was okay, thank God, because I'm like, we're already skinny on the secondary and then with the corners especially. I'm not trying to lose Nick Needham either, but thankfully he's back. That injury wasn't that intense. Thank God. But at least, he's been rocking it. So thankfully he's okay. Also Tuki Crossing, he's day to day. Hopefully, it heals and we don't have too much to deal with his actual injury here. But guys, before I continue, go ahead and do me a favor, hit that like button, people, and subscribe to Miss Phins, guys. Where are we at right now? Because I gotta see this real quick. Last time I checked, we were at what? 4:35. That was this afternoon. Are we? Oh, we are officially at 4:36, guys. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you for subscribing. Gosh, I get excited for every subscription, guys. Some people may seem like, people subscribe. I'm like, no. Each one gets me excited. So, guys, if you do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe today to youtube.com/Miss Fins. Miss Fins. Slash Miss Fins. Slash Miss Fins. Very easy, very simple. Go ahead and get that done for me. Really do appreciate it. Let's see here. Jeremiah says Gesicki will start the season opener and will catch the Miami's Dolphins' first down pass of the 2022 season. From your lips, sir, to God's ear. That's all I gotta say. I would absolutely take it. I would absolutely take it. You know what? We're going rogue today. We're going rogue because at the end of the day, oh, why not? You know what I mean? There you go. I dropped the link. If you guys want to go ahead and come up here, go ahead and do so. Let's talk it. Let's chop it up, if you will, whilst I get these very beautiful videos for you guys up and running. If I can actually get this to, there it is. Yeah, because I got a couple from today that I was like, ooh, okay, I'll tell you. So go ahead. If you guys want to go ahead and chop it up here with me, go ahead and do so. I'd really do appreciate it. If not, it's okay. I don't take it personal. I don't gotta see you either. California, you're creeping in the building. I see you, sir. I see you. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And welcome back to Miss Fins. Oh man, oh man. Yup. We're doing it, people. We're doing it. Let me see here. I gotta get your oh, hold on. So let me get this first one up and running for you guys. You guys tell me what you see before I comment on it because I'm not even gonna tell you who, what is happening. I just want it to flow. Y'all tell me what you guys see. Okay. So let me share this real quick. Share screen. We're doing the tabby tab, not that tabby tab. Nope, not one either. Oh, what are we doing, people? Oh, wow. Wow, Miss Fins. We got it. Here it is. So tell me what y'all think. I'm going to just play it. You let me know. Let's do it one more time, people. One more time. That wasn't so bad, was it? Oh, I'm getting a little lagginess. Oh, no, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. We're getting a little lagginess. Oh, anyways, we're gonna do it. Oh, shout out to my girls. Yup. If you don't know them, if you don't know them, go check out these two lovely ladies, 305 Sports Babe and Doll Freaky. They were both over there. That was pretty nice for them to actually show up. I know that they were doing some lap work and things like that. So yeah, let me see if I've got. Girl, stop it. That's so cute. Anyway, I gotta talk to her about that. That's too cute. Where's the video that I have posted? You know what? No worries about it. We're gonna remove that here because y'all want to see the money maker, so we're gonna do that. Let's see here. I would love to, but I really get bad reception where I live. I need to upgrade my phone. No worry. Flip side. It looks like I'm getting some bad reception here. Not that I have bad reception, but you guys know what I mean. Hold on. Uh, Let me try this real quick. Kind of will let me know some information for you guys. That's no bueno. Yeah, she working hard. Okay, so let me empty some of this stuff here, cause jeez. Hey, listen, this is what happens when you're live, okay? Things happen, but it's okay because we get over it. You know what I mean? We make it happen. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. Oh, thank God. That's a little bit better. Who we got in the building? Oh, I heard a beep. The one and only Mr. How you doing, sir?
Miss Phins, how are you doing this evening?
Man, I am alive and kicking. Can't
Well,
complain,
you
sir.
should be because it was a really great practice today.
Oh,
As a
talk to
matter
me
of fact,
about it.
I went to the place that well, a lot of people don't go to kind of scope things out, and I went to the Eagles message board, the fan forums.
Really? What they
Yes,
say?
and it was awesome because they were just talking about how their team got trashed, how the Dolphins dominated them on the defensive line, how Tua was lighting them up, and how bad they looked. And I
Really?
cracked up during the Tua press conference because he was like trying to give justification because the Eagles played Sunday and then they had to go to Miami and they had to deal with the heat. So he was kind of justifying giving. I don't know. I don't. I think he was kind of like trolling in his own little way, running some
Like
smack.
a
And I
backhanded
like this. I like the snot. I
compliment?
like the kind of snappy Tua.
Okay. Snappy too. I'll take
So
snappy too.
anybody that's listening, take an opportunity to just type in Philadelphia Eagles fan forum and take a look at what were people were saying about the practice today. They were talking about how they got dominated. They looked bad. They were not even close to being as good a team as the Dolphins were. So when you want to find out what's going on with like what people think, go to their fan forums.
That's funny. I would have never thought that that was the case. Honestly, I've been my head has been nothing but like work, and I've
Yeah, they
been
said they
just
got
trying to
worked
catch up.
today. They said they
They
got
got
worked
worked over.
today. And if you could find the Tua post practice interview, I think you might want to show it to the folks because
I'm
the
trying.
very
I'm
last
looking it up while you're talking.
excuse me, the very last thing that he said is he was trying to justify for how I hate to use any type of profanity, but doo-dooish the Eagles were today.
And remember, kids watch this show, so we want to keep
Of
it PG,
course.
you know. But okay, so wait a minute. If that's the case, so in their point, did they specify exactly what they saw that was that
Yes,
bad?
yeah, absolutely. They said their offensive line got pushed around by the Dolphins' defensive line, and that they now and they just couldn't stop the Miami passing game. Miami could throw the ball all over the place all day long, anywhere they wanted. And that was a Tua day, so Tua had an outstanding day at practice. I guess they broke a couple of running plays to the outside, nothing on the inside. They got stuffed 6 out of the 8 running plays, but again, that we know that's a work in progress, and it might
Okay.
not be their opening day. To be very honest with you, it just may not.
Okay. I mean, for the most part, what I gather, just just searching Twitter and seeing what people have commented that have been there, that they saw overall offense, they were able to go ahead and do what they wanted at will. Apparently, the run game was pretty good from what I saw, from what I heard, which
Now the
I
run game
um,
the
at
run game
least
broke like two
it
plays
was
outside, nothing
there
inside.
from again from what I gathered. It was somewhat there, so okay.
Now
Good pass protection.
Waddle didn't play today. As a matter of fact, he had a little bit of a limp going off the field. So I like to get a little bit more detail on what's going on with that situation.
I
At the
think.
very end of the practice, Nick Needham got dinged up, and now was everybody holding their breath, like, "Oh no, not another corner." But he ended up walking off the field. He was okay. And I just got done listening to AFC's roundtable, which I thought was really, really interesting tonight.
Oh, I haven't gotten a chance. Again, I've been
Oh,
like
when you get a
literally work.
chance, yeah.
Oh,
I
oh,
mean,
I'm gonna watch it after this.
Master at Work was like just like dogging his own Patriots, saying that they're not any good. They're not good on offense. They're not good on defense. Their corners stink. Their offense hasn't gotten it together. So yeah, it was really entertaining.
Okay. I mean, I'm glad to hear that at least we're able to hear that other people are not doing that good. Listen, I know you're a Bills fan, man, but I know your Dolphins are your number two team.
And by the
Get it.
way, the Bills look outstanding. Von Miller's unblockable, and Josh Allen is laying dimes out.
Hey,
They're at a
I'll
different
let you
level.
have it. I'll let you have that one. That was adorable. I'll let you have that one because hey, at
Well,
least
I
you
thank you
come
for
in
that, Miss
support.
Vince.
Of
Mowdy,
course,
how
of
you doing?
course. Mountie Phins, welcome in the building. How you doing, sir?
How's
I
it going,
missed
Miss
you.
Phins?
I
Hey,
know
yeah,
I missed you. Talk to me. What happened?
well, I just had some other personal things going on, busy,
Okay.
trying to run a business and
Hey,
all that kind of
trust me, I
stuff.
get it.
So
I
don't
get it.
have didn't have a lot of time to jump on. I'd see you come up sometime, but I'm like, man, I'm tired.
Listen, just you watching, liking, sharing. I know you're subscribed already, but just letting folks know that we're over here at Ms. Fins. Honestly, it really helps. So, and I know you're doing it all the time. So, thank you for sharing and supporting. Because even honestly, just hitting the like button, people don't understand. It really does go a long way. So, thank you for being there. But talk to me. What have you heard about the practices and stuff from yesterday, from today?
For me,
Yeah.
well, I heard Tua had a pretty good practice today. Um, they said
Laying
that
dimes.
he got a pretty good one today. But I heard that someone put out, and I think it's just conjecture as far as I'm concerned, because if you weren't there or talked to a coaching staff, they're saying, "Oh well, Easy E, Erzukama doesn't know the offense yet." I think that's a whole bunch of fluff
I think so
because
too.
at least he doesn't play like it. So I kind of throw that away. But yeah, so he wasn't as loud today as far as he normally does. But they were saying the running game was still non-existent. And the only reason I think because the reason I think our running game is not really effective right now is because one, our offensive linemen need to get in shape. We don't. I don't think we have
Tell me about it.
because I liked Solomon Kinley when we drafted him 2 years ago. I liked him, but I don't think he fits this scheme. This scheme is a zone running type of scheme. So you have to get out in space. You have to be able to get out of your stand. And he's a really big guy.
He
So
is.
he's a mauler on the run game. But it's just mono on mono. But I don't think he's that type of guy. And then Liam Eichenberg, he's got these really short arms. Like I don't know. He's
T-Rex.
yeah, he does. So I mean, I guess we're trying to make it. We're trying to make it work with what we have, and I think that's probably the reason why our running game is kind of slow to develop.
To
But
be
other
honest,
than that,
Kinley was winning his one-on-ones today, from what I was listening to. So
okay,
yeah, he's not a fit in a Miami scheme. He's not a zone. He's not a zone blocking guard. But for a team that runs power and runs gap, he might be a tradable commodity to get to a team that, or for a player that more fits the profile.
right.
Okay. Let me real quick say hello to everybody in here that's come through real quick. Miami Kid, welcome back. Breaking news: Dolphins trade Noah to Bears. In return, Dolphins get a box of donuts from Shipley. Man, y'all are on it tonight. I can't wait to see the rest of you guys' comment, but I appreciate
Are those
that.
donuts fresh or are they stale?
Oh, they're probably fresh. Probably fresh. At least we gotta get fresh. If we're only gonna get donuts, we're gonna get fresh ones. So let's see here. Flip side, you said Hill had an awesome play where he had a double fake on a post play and shook the bleep out of the defender. Thank you for bleeping yourself. It doesn't look like anybody recorded it. There was a lot of other great plays today too.
Yeah, actually, I saw it. It is recorded.
I think
What
I
he
saw it
did
too,
is,
actually.
is they did an interesting formation where they brought Hill around, and they brought Wilson. I think it was Wilson that they brought around, and Tua was more to the inside guy, and he did a post corner route, and they were playing. The Eagles were playing a one high safety,
Hey, Clemente.
and what happened is he burned. the corner, and the one high safety was there, and Tua threw about a 35-yard pass. Now, I think what he did is he kind of layered it in versus like rifling it in, and that could be a potential problem. But it was a beautiful. I mean, it was a move. The cornerback was just kind of sitting there, mouth open.
Didn't
Yeah,
know
and
what
the
to do.
safety, the deep safety was back there, giving enough space, and it kind of gives you an idea of the kind of passing plays that the Dolphins can run. So yeah, it's available on YouTube. It's findable.
Okay. Well, look good. I'm glad to hear that that's it. But guys, listen, we got over almost 20 something people here, only 16 likes. Let's go ahead and get the likes up, guys. Let's go ahead and get the likes up. Clementi, welcome. Yes, I see you. Let me say hello to everyone else here real quick. I got Brandon Hughes. Welcome back. Let's see here. I heard AJ was cooking Dolphins defenders. I'm not sure. I gotta hear. Delusional as always. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, show that highlight. Oh, stop it, man, stop it. Let's see here. Oh, we got a question for you, Mark. Could you tell Master at work that Malcolm Butler was on IR after preseason one? I guess. You might
Yeah,
have to report that later.
I think Master Work is so frustrated by the fact that they're looking at last place for like the next decade.
They are looking like the last place because if you look at it, the Jets are on an upward trajectory. They started like we did with the defense because Salah's a defensive coach, and they really work hard on that defense. Now they're adding the offensive pieces. They need to work on that O line because I feel like they're losing guys left and
I
right.
don't know
But
what to make of the Jets. I mean,
but
who
they
knows?
they have good pieces. They just have to put it together. To me, they're creeping up to solid third. If I'm gonna be honest, I think the Patriots really are done. Like they're done. Their reign or anything competitiveness, they're done. And I hope he retires by this year. Even though I know he's gonna want to retire
Well,
after he
you got to
tries
look
to
at the
break
Jets
the
situation. If
347.
Zach Wilson doesn't come around this year, they're going to seriously think about looking at a quarterback again. And how many times can you blow quarterback draft choices?
Plenty of times because it literally happens to every single team. I mean, it took what? It took the Cincinnati after. It took Cincinnati years, and after I mean, Andy Dalton. I love Andy Dalton. So after him, it took them years before they got Burrow. So to really get a solid QB. Let's not
Well,
talk about the Rams because that's been
Andy Dalton's a
forever.
game
So
manager. That's all he ever was.
yes, but he was so solid for them. They were in a playoff contention all the time. So you can't take that away from them either. Let's see who we had. Curtis, welcome back. Welcome. Let's see here. Fitz said you said there were some inside runs, but it was hard to tell if it was from good blocking because they weren't wrapping up. Okay. Let's see. Delusional. You said, yeah, I ignore Master at work for most of the part. Cliff D, welcome back. Hey, I saw you subscribe. Thank you for subscribing to Miss Fintz. I really do appreciate it. California, you're everywhere. Yes, he is. I like to stay informed. He does. He absolutely does. Let's see here. Okay.
I have a game one prediction score for you.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that in a minute because I got to talk about it with the legendary Hall of Famer, Mr. Richmond Webb. So I want to go over that real quick because I thought it was good. But let me get to these
Oh,
real
by the way,
quick.
congrats on that great interview this morning. That was awesome. Richard Webb was a great player. I
Appreciate.
can't really state why he's not in the Hall of Fame, but
And you saw I stated some of the facts, but at the end of the day, I'm hoping that this year him and Zach both get in because it just literally makes no sense at this point.
if you look at
It's just
Zach
major
versus Brian
disrespect.
Urlacher, who's in, Zach has better stats.
Shorter guy, smaller guy, better stats.
Different player, but
But
he played on a
still,
great defense. And I think Jason Taylor's greatness kind of took away a little bit of his. And Urlacher was it in Chicago, and he had Jason Taylor, who's a Hall of Famer, and Zach Thomas just didn't get the recognition that he should have gotten, but it's inexcusable for Richmond Webb.
yeah, that
Inexcusable.
that makes you absolutely. He doubled everything that Basili had. He doubled pretty much, with the
Yeah,
exception of I think
13 years
one thing
versus
that
what, 6?
seven.
And then of
So
course, I
I just
will give Tony Baselli credit. He's the only defensive tackle or offensive tackle I've ever seen neutralize Bruce Smith. So
hey,
in a short window,
he
but
managed
that's
to
the
do
thing, it
something
was a
people
short
can't.
window. And I remember the Bruce Smith and battles with with Richmond Webb, and they were amazing.
Hey, look, I'm just glad. I'm glad about it. Let's see. Let's see what else. Kinley next to Armstead would be good for him. I think so too. Facts. Max Solomon Kinley, a big guy. He can use for power gap. Yep. Hola, Miss Vince Canes. Welcome back. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Yep, yep, yep. Let's see who else we got here.
Hi, Canes89. How you doing?
Mm-hmm. Been been happening here 23 years exactly. We've been waiting for 23 years for our QB. Hopefully, to us the answer, God, Lord, it would be the best, easiest thing for us. But we'll see. Hey, Kenna, welcome back. Let's see here. How did practice go today? Oh, we're gonna go over that. Some stuff that actually Mark was able to go ahead and bring. Mounty was able to go ahead and bring. I did drop the link, guys, for you guys to come over. I'm gonna drop it one more time if y'all want to go ahead and do it. King Mill, I see you, sir. Brandon, you say Zach Thomas should get into the Hall of Fame, but they did him wrong. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. So now, as far as, and I'm still trying to get that to an interview, just so you know, I'm here for it, Miss Fins and panel. Appreciate you, Kim Mill. Um, honestly, I'm looking for that. But as far as the rest of it go, it looks like from what I keep seeing and hearing from other, people in reports, to was accurate. It was really good. Tyreek was burning people left and right. It really looked like varsity versus JV team. Apparently, which I was like, man, did we do that good? I mean, I wish I was there.
Yeah,
But
you really did. You
God,
really, really did.
but the thing is, again, I gotta work, so I can't really. But man, it
I
was
work from home, so I have it easy.
true. Which I get it, but still, we all gotta pay bills. So it looks like here.
Cap had some video today on his show.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
you
did.
can
I
kind
did
of.
try to catch. I did try to catch him, but Travis Winfield said Armstead was a beautiful rep to keep to a clean. Um, Throw is behind and high, but Gesicki snatches it one-handed and it's off for 20 and gets out of bounds. So I like in this one thing that Armstead was able to go ahead and get some work in. I'm glad that Tua was able to go ahead and see that clean pocket, if you will. Don't like the high throw, but as we all know, Gesicki did snatch that at a one-handed and got yacked. So that's always a good thing whenever whenever you're hearing it. Let's see here. What else? 2-minute offense gets the team into shape for a game winning 50-yarder, which Sanders splits the uprights. Thank you, sir. Completions to Gesicki and Sanu for big gains. Perfect, perfect. Apparently, it was a fun practice at media day. Let's see here. Okay, so overall, not bad. Absolutely not bad from what I'm seeing here. Oh, I think I found it. Lord, please tell me this is it. Here's Tua on what is different from this year compared to last year. Very good answer. Is that what you were talking about, Mark?
It was Tyreek did a post corner, and Tua floated the ball out there right on the money. And the Eagles run a single high safety. So when you see the play break, you see I think it was Wilson that was on the far hash mark and Tua inside. And Wilson went down, ran a pattern. Tua blew past the corner, and the safety was too late to get the ball there
Really?
or stop the play. I think Tua could have thrown it more on a line, but he wanted to make the completion. So in a game, maybe you've got a better safety coming over. Could have made the play. If anybody remembers the play that Micah Hyde made against the Patriots last year in the playoff game, where it looked like Crack Jones had thrown a perfect pass for a touchdown, and Micah Hyde just went in and snagged it. I think a safety could have made the play, but I think Tua would have thrown a different pattern. He was just too open for Tua to miss.
Okay. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. The Tua seeing some of these plays being available for him. You always want to see that. Let's be real. You always want to see that. Some people say, "No, it's okay." No, no, no. You want to
Well,
see
there were
Tua to
people, there
actually
were
see
like, and I'm not understanding like the negative side of the Dolphin fan base was saying like, well, if you'd have thrown that in a league game, would have been intercepted. In a league game in different coverage, he would have thrown that ball differently, and the ball still would have been complete because Hill was that open. Good God, people, just stop beating on your team.
Hmm. Well, you
I'm
know
not even
what?
I'm not even a primary Dolphins fan, and I'm just fed up with it.
It's not about, well, okay, let me say this correctly. Some people are negative, let's just put it out there, but there are other people who get roped into that because I'm very critical of the entire team, all players, and I'm critical of Gesicki. Everybody knows I love Gesicki. It's my favorite player, and I'm critical of everybody. But some people who are critical get lumped into the negative aspect, and that's also unfortunate because even today, I got called 2, 3 times to a hater, and I'm like, definitely not a to a hater. I praise him when there's praise to be in. Like today, apparently he was kicking some booty, and he was making it happen, just burning them left and right, which is what I want to see.
I
Which
got
I
an
always
interesting
say
I
he
got
can.
an interesting theory, Miss Fins. You
But
know,
real quick,
Tua
Mark,
took
real
some
quick,
heat, especially after last
Mark,
Saturday.
before you
Yeah.
do,
Okay.
um, this is the thing. I need consistency from Tua, guys. That's all I ask. Just can you be consistent? So if I'm being critical, it's because I expect more of my player. That's all. Go ahead, Mark.
Okay. After Saturday night, and the performance was, yeah, I didn't think Tua's performance was bad Saturday night. He took what was there.
Hmm.
He did his normal thing, executed the plays that were there, didn't go down the field. But I kind of think the two factors contributed today. Tua is going to be super competitive. I mean, the three kids from Alabama, bang, bang, bang. You had Hurts,
Hmm.
Mac Jones, and Tua. So Tua was out there competing today. And that was one thing. And I just think that he plays better when there's kind of a pressure on his tail. And Skylar Thompson may have been the very best thing that could have ever happened to Tua because he's out there balling. And yeah, he's balling against like third and fourth team guys, but
Which
he's
it doesn't
balling,
matter.
throwing great passes, doing things right, showing leadership, showing poise. And I think he's not threatening Tua for the starting job, but Tua knows he's there. And I think that's a huge benefit to Tua.
I agree. I agree. I totally
Go ahead,
agree.
Monty. Talk to me.
Because look, well, okay, let's rewind a little bit. Um, we all knew that, especially when Greer, um, I guess the decision was made that whomever before we had to we brought in McDaniel's, the decision was made that whoever just chose to take the job, had to be willing to take on Tua, to coach Tua.
Hmm.
What I don't really because I played high school and I played college football. What I don't agree with is McDaniel giving him the keys to the Senate, get the keys to the team without that should have been kept to himself. Hey, look, I'm going to coach you. I'm going to work with you, but let him still earn it. Okay, not just think, okay, well, I guess because you maybe came from a unfavorable situation with Flo and he beat you up a lot. So I guess he figured, well, he had to pat his head, rub his tummy to make him feel comfortable. But that's not any player. That's any player. They have to be held accountable and they have to perform. This is a performance-based business.
It is.
Okay. So I don't think he should have given him that vote of affirmation from the beginning.
Okay.
See, let's get through training camp. Let's see how you look. Let's see what's going on because I know they asked Doug Bevel. Someone asked Doug Bevel, what did it, would he be the two will be the starting guy? He's like, well, can I see it? Can I see him throw the ball first? See, you see that kind of stuff. It has to be an approach where you have to allow players to go out there and compete and earn their position, earn your keep. And then I think Skylar Thompson, from what I've seen from Saturday, he he
He
was solid. He was making beautiful throws. I mean, throws that a seventh round draft pick usually doesn't make the team. But I think from what I've seen so far, based on his decision making, his ball placement, his timing, his technique, his delivery, it's no way he doesn't make this team. Now, whether he's number two or number three, well, I think he'll probably be number three because Teddy is there for that.
Playoffs. Eddie's for playoffs, in my opinion. But
Well, he's the voice in the room to help to that second coach in the quarterbacks room. So for his experience, but I mean, people. I said it on Facebook. All the two and ears. They jump on my case. I said, well, in the Raiders game, I mean, if you look at the numbers, Skyler outplayed Tua, and that's a fact. He outplayed him. They're saying, well, Skyler
against
was
other
playing against
people,
backups. Well, Skyler was playing against backups. I said, so was Tua. If you verify the lineup, because the Raiders already said that before, they were keeping their starters out, which was smart. So Tua was playing against backups. So where's your argument? Skyler drove us down the field and scored. So I mean, it's irrefutable.
the way I see it
Yeah,
is kind of, if you real quick before you get to your next point, the way I see it is kind of like, if Skylar's here and the players he's going against are here, then it's equal. You know how we do percentages, even though somebody may have more positions to. For example, if you work or whatever, and you have to do 10 jobs, but the next person next to you has to do five, but their five is double the amount of hard work than the 10 that you have. Then you go by percentages. To me, it just the percentage. If you go by percentage, then it doesn't matter whether or not Skyler went against, thirds and fourths, even though he did go against seconds, when he played against the Raiders, but still, even if you put it that way, you have to understand that at the end of the day, Tua, when he played, he had the same opportunities with the same caliber players. So realistically speaking, what can you do with what you had? So um, that's what we really have to work on whenever we're looking and evaluating on Tua. What is he looking and what is he using that he's getting on the field? So I don't know. I think I just made myself confused for a minute. Sorry, that was
no, I totally get it.
backwards.
I totally get
But
it.
go
I
ahead,
totally get
continue.
what you're saying. But look, I saw what I saw. When it's on tape, it's irrefutable. That's evidence. So Skyler played well,
Hey, Von Joe.
and he was threatening. We were threatening to score again. Down, he was driving us down again. Then we had Knucklehead who missed the field goal. But I like him. He's a solid player. I like his mechanics. He's better than Tua. His mechanics are better than Tua as a rookie. And see, let's bring one thing to light. First of all, Skylar Thompson slipped to number 7 because of his injury history.
And
So
COVID.
he was he yeah he was actually slated to be like a third or fourth round if I'm not mistaken.
He
So
is
Well,
let's
that
not
and
let's
definitely
age.
fourth.
yeah.
Age
So
was a big component on that too.
yeah, so he's a lot better than what his draft status states. You see what I'm saying? And I believe in prodigies. People saying, "Oh well, he's not ready. He's this and he's not that." Dude, there's things people call prodigy. That are beyond their years. He's 25 years old. So just the fact of the maturity, so and his decision making, his wisdom. So that's all. I'm off my soapbox.
Oh, we got a Skylar Near in the building. Purr, 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 purr. Hey, listen, I love Skylar. I watched it play live. It was awesome. If you guys see in my videos, I actually uploaded them from the game. I have that Ezukama throw that he did um, um,
Beautiful,
on the right
beautiful
side of the
ball.
field. Wow, to see it, it was pretty much like quarterback level, kind of like eye level. It was amazing to watch. I couldn't believe it, and I was so stoked that I actually got it on video. I was like, "Oh my god!" Like it was amazing. So trust me, I get it. It makes total sense when it comes to you get excited for Skyler. We want flashiness too. We're starving for football. and we haven't had a quarterback since Marino. So anybody that shows something, we're gonna automatically hop on. You know what I mean? But let me welcome a few other people here. Cliff D, yes, I am in South Florida. Thank you very much, sir. Really do appreciate it. Von Joe, welcome to Miss Phins. What's going on here? What do you mean? What's going on here, man? We're just enjoying ourselves, According to G, it needed to be said. Yes, it did. Um, but honestly, we're just having fun. To be honest with you, let's see here, guys. Kim Mill said, "I do like how Skylar moves the ball. He's doing what the backups. Oh, he's doing it with backups. Imagine him with the ones. That would be awesome. Nope.
Exactly.
And another
I
two.
don't. I don't think
Somebody.
they're going to allow that.
Oh, he already does it. There's a rotation, so there is no there. They already do that, anyways.
Well,
Because I've been
well.
in training camp.
Oh, you have?
I have been at training camp, yes, and I've seen it in live. They all three QBs go against the first. They play with the first, the second, and the third stringers. All of them. They just rotate them depending on what drill they're doing and whatever. They just rotate. You'll have maybe two plays here with this one with QB1 and two over there. Maybe they get a whole series 7-on-7. But yeah, they do. They absolutely do. Um, play. He
So,
has played with the first.
okay. So, in your opinion, who was the most consistent through training camp? Because
And
I
what
was told
position?
Skylar had a solid quarterback. They said Skylar had a pretty solid training camp.
The most consistent Skyler bar none. The highest, like the best one with the flash, Tua. I don't know
Okay.
what's happened with Teddy. To be honest with you, I'm still shaking my head. I don't know. Maybe he's rusty or something. I don't know if it's an injury. He just hasn't looked like the Teddy I know. But the most consistent QB has been Skyler Barnon, the one with the biggest like flash and actually like the biggest play. Tua. You can't even argue that. And if you do, then I'm gonna be like, show me the receipts because I was there. I've seen it.
Well, see,
Problem
the
with
thing is
Tua
with
is he's up and down. He'll have a great day and then a horrible day the next day, and it's like, what are you doing? That's the
what I,
issue with
what I will what I will give Tua, he's got a 2 year jump start on Skylar in the league. Okay, and see what I'm saying is I think, and yeah, look, I'm just being. I think Skylar has the aptitude, and I repeat, the aptitude right now to run an NFL offense. Tua struggled with that. Remember when he struggled with learning the NFL playbook. He's still going to that RPO offense, which he did in college. And we see what happened when Buffalo and Tennessee can shut that crap down. See,
mm.
and it
This
didn't help. We didn't have a running game, but
it
still.
never helps when you don't have a running game. But this is the thing. The issue with that particular aspect of Tua's game, I still say it's going to be inconsistency. I mean, he's got the potential there. It's just not. It's not. It's it's not consistently there. That's the problem I have.
Well. Remember his rookie year. Um, if I'm not mistaken, Fitz. It was basically the controversy that everybody was talking about was Tua his accuracy over distance or his willingness to throw the ball down the field. And then he has this expectation to hold the ball to 12 guys get wide open like they were in college. That's not the case. 2 yards, 2 yards or something like that. That's NFL open. And Fitz, if everybody remembers, Fitz said sometimes you got to throw guys open. You got his ball placement is everything. And see, that's what Tua kind of struggled with down the field. And even sometime in the midfield, he'll put things on their, he'll put the ball on their back shoulder where the defender's right behind him, where the defender can get a hand on it. Like stuff like that, little things like that could affect, a catch and run, a possible touchdown.
Well,
So, and then this offense. is highly predicated on a on a yak type of system, yards after the catch. Saturday he almost got everybody's hemming and hawing about. Oh yeah, he put it in Gasecki's face mask, dude. He almost got Gasecki
Killed.
killed.
And nobody wants to
It,
talk about that. And I'm like, listen, so you're okay with getting Gasicki there, but you're not okay. I mean, I wouldn't be okay if I was Gasicki trying to get killed by this. Like this is not. That's not a good play. Even Tom Brady said it's on the quarterback to make sure that where he throws it, he's protecting his player. And Tua was not protecting Gasicki. What all? Call it what you will. Say that I'm being whatever, and I don't care. At the end of the day, that throw, actually both of them, you're not helping you're not helping your receiver. You're not helping your receiver at all in that instance. And when he caught it, and the both plays actually, because if you see the one that eh, he was not looking obviously because he's still running his route, and when he comes out here and it hits him, fine, it hits him. Maybe you overdid it because you already know you're gonna get in there, fine. But that second one, when people say, "Oh, he fumbled," and but I'm like, did you not see the defender literally hit him in the arm? Any human being would have fumbled in that instance, and it happened. Boom, boom. Like there's nothing he could have done. And had he
I'm
caught the first one, he would have been in a stretcher. So I don't. I'm not gonna fault him for that play at all. I'm not gonna
I'm
fault him.
so glad I'm so glad Gasecki did not catch that pass
He would have
because
been
usually
hurt.
the your general rule for a quarterback, you don't throw the ball on an incident pass. Meaning, if a defender's within 5 yards, usually within 5 yards or at a rate of closure off his break, you don't throw the ball because if he catches it, he doesn't have enough time to even defend himself to protect himself. The defender's going to have a clear shot. Like you're going to get Gasecki blown up, and
Yeah.
he's done it since his rookie year.
He,
He
he,
he
he
has his ball placement. It has got to be out in front.
he said it himself too. He has said it himself. Now I will give him the credit though. That one he threw the Azukama right in the middle of the field. He actually Azukama had to go and reach for it in the middle of the field, leading him. Props, finally doing what you're supposed to be doing, but he was in no danger of being blown
Right.
up like Gasicki was. And people are hammering on Gasicki. Drop passes left and right. Why do we
No.
still have him? Please, man, look at what he did today with that one-handed out of the air. And tell me how many people in our team can do that. Tell me what receive. Tell me if Tyreek can do that, please. I'll wait.
Gasecki is a bad man. He's a heck of a pass catcher. He's been awesome since he's been here. But and if he gets traded, it'd be sad to see him go. But hey,
I will be sad
he's
to see him
trade
go.
bait. He's trade bait.
He is.
We need a middle linebacker
We need a middle linebacker. We need a center. We need a right tackle, man. That's what we need.
because because we can't be getting chewed up like Duke Johnson's going to kill us in Buffalo. Like, look, a Landon Roberts, I like the guy, great spirit, but he's always a day late, wrong gap. He can't cover. He doesn't have any range, and they're going to throw right over his head in front of the safety. Thankfully, Javon Holland's back there to pick that crap off. But I mean, oh God,
You know what? A
every
couple people are asking real quick. A couple of people are asking here, and this might be a fair question. Hey, I got you, Sharif. Let me welcome Sharif real quick. How you doing, Sharif?
Hey, how you doing, Miss Phins?
Doing well.
How's
Thank
it
you.
going?
Thank you for coming. We got Monty Fins in here too. Real quick, we got some questions. Did Tua get DBP hurt? Even though he's been hurt before, so I don't know about all that. What about Fuller? Because you know that he threw that ball way too low for Fuller to catch, and when Fuller put his hand, literally, he had to put his hand down the floor. I don't think he saw how low he had to go and didn't measure it, and that's probably why he got hit. I got killed. And look, Miami
uh,
Kid makes a good point. Tannehill ended Dustin Keller's career early because of a similar play. So that thing, it's a real thing, doing it for
Yeah,
your players. My Bill Mafia,
I'll
Mr.
say
Mark,
I'll
welcome
say
back.
this. From I'm actually evaluating the team. I'm blind to Tua Nares or Skylar Nares or whatever, and
Hmm.
I'm really blind to this offensive line and this middle linebacker need. Like sooner or later, and I want to defend my quarterback, but sooner or later you want everything to be gift wrapped and Christmas wrapped. Dude, you got to fight your way out of a paper bag. Every team is not perfect. Every team doesn't have five Pro Bowl linemen. Every team does not have the best middle linebacker, Lawrence Taylor. Somehow the defense, we have what we have. We got to work it out. What I will say is this. Um, I think when McDaniel looks at Mike Gesicki, I think he was for Adam Gase's scheme, and that's tall, lanky, able to mismatch. The thing is, if we're in a playoff game, right, and we gotta run the ball 3rd and 3, and we're on the 44 of the other team's side, I don't want Gesicki in there blocking. I don't give a damn. I am a Doll fan. I am a Smythe or Hunter Long if they can execute that block on the side of Armstead in that playoff game. I don't want them pushing back Gasecki into Edmonds. I am a Dull fan, and if Gasecki has to go because Smythe and Hunter Long are more productive in this offense, Adam Gase is not here. So at the end of the day, we are Dull fans. We are not Skylarans and the Gaseckians and Tourans, right?
Yeah, we are
I want
Right,
Dolphins.
someone who
right,
can
right, right.
block for me and get that third down. And Gasicki can't do that.
He's
And at
working
the
now.
end
You
of the,
also have to.
if you
He also
bring Adam Gase in here, that's fine. We bring Adam Gase, keep Gasicki.
he Adam Gase is not coming back. And two,
Adam Gase
you
is
gotta
not
give
coming
it.
back. So
You
you
gotta
have to
give
get
it.
rid, right.
No, you gotta give him a minute because that's unfair. If y'all
But
want to
this
go
is
ahead
his
and tell
sixth
me how,
year.
no, no,
He
that's not his
can't
sixth year. What are you
block.
talking about?
I
He's
think
only
this
been
is
in the
his
league
fifth
for a
year.
year. He's coming into his. He's going into his.
Fifth
He's got
year.
what one three. Yeah, he's going into
Going into
his
his
fifth year,
fourth
not
year,
six. This is
the
his
fifth year,
fifth
yeah.
year, and on
This
top
is
of that
his.
too, you have to understand it's a new position that he's actually learning. He said it himself, and even Embry has said, "Look, he's taking this challenge on." And I'm having to remind him, look at where you
Well,
were, look at where
obviously
you
you
are
want
now,
that
and
Hey,
third
let's
hey,
down to
hey,
be stopped, Miss Fins.
take it
yeah, yeah,
forward.
Sharif,
That
yeah,
third
Mr.
down will be
Sharif.
stopped with Gasicki. I'm just telling you. We're gonna
But
get
yeah,
knocked out of the playoffs because Gasicki can't block on that edge. That's
well,
all it
don't you?
is.
Well,
I'm
the
a
thing
Doll
is,
fan.
the thing is, well, if you notice, the thing is about McDaniel's scheme. We're going to have a lot of unconventional stuff. You're going to have four linemen. You're going to go jumbo, four linemen on one set and two receivers or something like that. Well, it's going to look like we're going to run, but it's probably going to be a pass. He does that kind of stuff. And if you look at San Francisco's offense, they do stuff like that. They'll have a lineman in the backfield. They have a lineman in motion. It's everything signaling that we're running, but it's a pass. So I like the fact that people can't. It's hard to game plan for that type of scheme because of all
Understood.
the shifting in the movement, in the motions, and all the speed. See, they have to account for all of that. That's if you look at San Francisco offense, if you look at
Oh,
it and the
I
dynamics
look
of
at
how
it
they
a
play their
lot.
ball, their offense is kind of a pain in the butt to defend because
Yes.
you have to defend a whole lot of aspects of their offense. I mean, the orbit
Yep.
sweeps, the pitches, the
People don't
traps.
like when I speak about it, but let's look at the
No,
intricacies of
it's
that,
not that I
right?
don't like it, Sheree. Before you go, let me just
Mhm.
give me like 2 seconds, real quick. Let me say this. It's not that I don't like what you're saying. Listen, I agree with you. Kasiki is not gonna, it's not gonna take that extra leap that we really truly need. Fine, but I'm of the mindset of you got to give him time to learn this new position. He's gonna grow into it. The fact that he's not shying away, you also got to go ahead and give that. And we actually have a coach that wants to work with him on this. That's a great thing. And another thing too, to Monty's point, it's gonna be good because people are gonna assume certain things too, and we're gonna be able to have those trick plays. And I know that Mike McDaniel, with him being able to utilize his team, he's gonna be able to go ahead and just just wow people with all these other stuff that he'll be able to do. But at the end of the day, guys, you gotta give him time, because just like you gotta give Tua time to get into this offense, you gotta also give to Gesicki time to get into his his uh his new tight end responsibility. But guys, Rashri, before you go, let me welcome Von Joe into the building and Cap for Life. How you doing, gentlemen?
Hey, Cap for Life. Hey, Von Joe. Good evening.
I can't
Hey,
hear you,
what's
Von
going
Joe.
on?
You're muted.
What's
Yeah.
going on? What's going on?
I was
How
gonna
you
say
doing? You good?
I'm still at work, and I just came to show you some love, get on panel with you real quick.
Oh,
You're not gonna come up,
appreciate it.
you're not gonna come up here and bully Miss Fins now. All right, I ain't gonna have it.
No,
Oh,
man,
you
we
too
we
kind.
just
Thank
trying to pull. We just trying to teach Gasecki how to block. But what my question is, in a playoff game, when we know in 5 years Gasecki will never learn how to block, I don't want him in on 3rd and 3 when we need that third down with a bull rush. I really don't. And if I can't have him in
Well,
the
you run to
game
the
in the
opposite.
playoff game, if I can't have Gasicki in that third down play 17 weeks from now, get rid of him now, please. Because I
Well,
don't want to
Sharif,
try and make him learn. I really don't.
Sharif, just
He's
to
going
give
to
you
cause us to
pushback
be
on that,
stopped. It's going to be 4th and 4. We're going to get knocked out of the playoffs. Now, what do you want? A
Sharif,
Dolphin win or a Gasicki win?
Sharif,
What do you
let me give you
want?
pushback. Let me give you pushback. If it's 3rd and 3, and we're counting on Gesicki to block, fire the coach, cause you stupid, you
Ooh,
dumb.
sorry, Miss Vince. I just
Because
sorry. I mean, it is what it
no,
is.
hold on, fire
Go
the
ahead.
coach. Because at the end of the day, you have a whole entire fullback. You have Armstead on your left side. You know where the better side to run. You could easily run opposite of Gasecki. All right. So if it's 3rd and 3, and that's what the coach calls, fire the coach. Hey, and then check this out. I was watching San Francisco's offense. If it's a play that they ran, and I swear, George Kittle, it looked like he was gonna block the defensive end. So it looked like he was gonna block the defensive end, but he stepped forward to the defensive end, but like stepped away from him, like or passed. So the defensive end, instead of trying to go through Kittle, he kind of stood up. So it basically threw him off his rushing assignment. See, those are the little clever things that McDaniel's probably going to do with our players to make the defense think we're gonna try to block you, but we're not going to try to block you. We're going to go out in the pattern, but it stops your forward momentum. So now they've got two guys rushing, vice three guys rushing. See, it's little things like that he's going to
So
implement in his offense.
I'm glad you brought that up because more people are watching the film of McDaniel, what he ran with Juszczyk and with the tight end that they have. What you notice is off of the snap, there's a motion from the tight end left to right. Sometimes there's a wide receiver X and Y. That means there's the fullback, and then there's the running back behind the fullback. The motion from the wide receiver left to right and tight end left to right gives a signal from McDaniel to the quarterback. They then know that this front seven of that defense has the motion left or right. This is how intricacy it is. Once they would have motioned left, we're running left. And once they would have motioned right, I mean, shifted right, the defense, we're going to run left. It's a counter trap. And what we do need is we need check to take on that middle linebacker, and we need that tight end to seal off that end. I'm sorry, Kaseki's not sealing off an end for the counter trap. He's just not. And
He's not
that's
there yet, but you have to give him time to develop
but
that
If you're in
specific
Smythe,
skill.
but
you're in
this is
Smythe League.
Preston's 3rd year. If he hasn't learned now, and if this is Kasicki's 5th year, he hasn't. He's not gonna never
Well,
learn that, Miss Fins. He's never
well,
gonna learn that.
He's
let
learning
it
it
be
now.
told. But let it
But
be told
Gasecki's not
though.
even.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Go ahead, Von Joe. Go ahead.
I was saying Gasecki's not even tight end one though. So why are we having this conversation about that?
And that is sad because you franchised him. You're probably dangling him, having him playing like more
Okay,
than 50 plays a game. So you're dangling him out there, but he's failing at blocking
but you know Durham Smythe
horrendously.
wasn't Durham Smythe and Gasecki drafted the same year?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep, yep,
Okay,
And
yep.
he
so
and
they
he
both
came.
been in the
Smythe
league long
came
enough
out
at the
a
same
better
time.
blocker.
And they were roommates.
Mm.
So
And they're best
what's the?
buds.
I don't see the issue. If anything, I do see Gasecki. One thing we could say, if you are going to trade anybody, Gasecki will give you the best bang for your buck.
Agreed.
That's just facts.
Agreed.
Ain't nobody want no
And
good
Agreed.
for
Durham Smythe.
me, that would help the wound of Ross causing us our pick. You guys agree? Like if we get a second
Whoa,
back
whoa,
that
whoa,
would
whoa,
be
whoa,
two
whoa,
twos
whoa,
and a
whoa,
one.
whoa, whoa! You lost me. You lost me there because we're not drafting for no. We're not trading them for a pick. No, no.
Oh, you
We
want a
We
trading
need
them for
center?
an impact
positional
player
players,
for
man. Yes.
for now.
Okay,
It
We
has.
need
Ain't
a
no
yeah,
hey.
center, a
Ain't
middle
nobody trading for
linebacker.
no future picks. For what?
yeah, yeah.
Because then
And hey,
you're losing an asset that Tua clearly is gonna need. Because guys, didn't we start not last year? Yeah, last year with 17 wide receivers and ended up with one that was playing the whole season. Come on,
mm,
man.
mm,
And
Well,
then we
if you
had
look
to
at
get.
the
Go ahead.
if you look at the target that Tua has to throw to, he doesn't have any he doesn't have any receive. He's not short of people to throw to, and very doggone skilled ones too. But what I'm saying is, especially with Ezukama and Cedric Wilson and yeah, see Tyreek Hill, it's a lot of defenses that's gonna be pulling their hair out just trying to stay with this guy. This guy's gonna be like trying to guard AI in open court. You know what I mean? McDaniel's gonna use they're gonna use him and Waddle to wear a defense down. Like they're gonna be exhausted by halftime chasing these guys. That's
Didn't
yep.
what's gonna
And
make
didn't
and
the
that's what's gonna
corner
go
get
ahead.
injured today? The corner got injured today with Tyreek. What was that play? Oh, what's his name? The Eagles corner got injured with the in the hamstring trying to cover Tyreek, and Tyreek just burned him. Oh, just saw that play like
yeah.
20
And
minutes ago.
another thing I was talking to someone about is I'm not a Miami Heat fan. I'm a New York Knicks fan. But when I study Pat Riley, I know because he coached us in 1995 to the championship. So I think when Pat held out John Starks for certain games and held out Oakley and Ewing, it brought hunger in them. And he does it with the Heat too. Like he brings the hunger out you in the back. He's practicing with you, training you up. So the classroom, I knew that the classroom was very important to Mike McDaniel. You guys probably don't know this. This on YouTube, this guy is teaching offensive linemen in San Francisco. You can see it here on YouTube. He's
Armstead?
he
Yes, I'm
he's
aware.
he has them hungry, ready to burst out of a bag. They've never ever played together. Never.
Thank you, King Mill.
You realize that, right? They're freaking bursting out of a bag ready to play. And they're honing at the nub to play. They're complaining about this over resting, and these guys are so hot to play. Now, my thing is that the psychology of a Pat Riley? What is McDaniel doing? I think so, because if all of a sudden these guys don't play in week 3, they're gonna be freaking pissed. And you know who you take that out on? New England.
Well,
I
I,
don't know
I'm
about that because it's two
I don't
whole
think
weeks before
I
they
think
play.
so
So
because you've
they're
already
no,
passed that
because they're gonna
time.
be.
You've already passed that time to play your starters. So it has to be a hunger game for McDaniel and his players.
Get in
Study
here,
this
Cap.
thing. I will know when you're right. Keep studying. I will know when you're right. But I want to play, coach. I will know when you're right. Keep studying. And all of a sudden, it's week 1, and
Sabotage,
they're
Sharif. That's
50 to
Yeah, but I
sabotage.
mean,
nothing.
okay.
it,
Well,
50 to
then if
nothing.
that's the case, okay. Well,
50 to
Sharif, if
nothing.
that's
We
the
beat New
case,
England.
if that's the case, you got to do that with Tua too.
And
You
this
got
is
to do
why
that with it.
who's the most pissed? Tua. And then Waddle.
Go ahead, Cap. Wait, let Cap.
Tyreek is
He hasn't gotten
also
a.
everybody's Tua is pissed. He's playing with himself in the middle of the field. He's sending
pause,
imaginary freaking
pause,
Hey,
receivers out. Did you
pause,
see him?
hold on,
pause, my
hold
guy.
on.
On Tua playing with himself. Pause. You gotta put a pause behind that.
No, he's playing
This
with
is a
himself
family
in the
show, my guy.
50-yard line, sending out imaginary receivers. This guy wants to
This is a
play.
family show, Sharif.
This
Pause.
guy wants to play so bad. He's gonna burst out of a paper bag, and 50 to nothing, we're gonna beat New England.
Oh God, listen, I don't know, Cap. What do you have on this? Because I'm not agreeing with everything that Sharif is saying. Not everything. Some of
I
it, yes,
mean,
not
It's the
everything.
Pat
I
Riley
mean,
psychology, Miss
Let
Vince.
let Sharif let Cap go real quick. Go
look,
ahead.
look. I mean, the enthusiasm, the optimism. I mean, I love it, Sharif. But you waiting 2 weeks to play game one, where that's the same amount of time you're giving Belichick to dissect the zone blocking scheme because he's done it already with Shanahan and Shanahan's dad. So I mean, he's going to be ready. The
Have
problem
fun if
is,
you
are we going to
have
have
fun if
our
you haven't
running
seen him
game?
play yet.
Are we going to have our
No, let
running
him
game
finish.
ready? Because that front of New England, damn well is going to stop the run, regardless of what
That's
scheme we
why we're
have
in the
out there.
classroom. And he's telling them, I'll know when you're ready. Don't beg me to play. I will know. Let
You
Belichick figure that out
Well, then
because they
that's
haven't
that's
never.
more
sabotaging.
that's
Then
more that's more
That's
liable
cocky
to
of
get somebody
McDaniel,
hurt,
you know. That's
Sharif.
very cocky
Sharif.
for you
that
to
is true.
hold your guys out, knowing they will be
No,
hungry
Sharif,
week
that's more
one.
liable to get somebody hurt out there.
A hamstring,
Hmm.
yeah.
That's
That is
That's
that
the
is
other
true.
side of that. That's a
Let
good
me
point.
let
But
me welcome everybody real quick. We got Lakers all day in the building. How you doing, Lakers all day?
What's up? How you doing?
Good,
Going
good,
on, Lakers
good.
all day.
What do
What's
you
up,
got
y'all? How
on
y'all
this?
doing?
Because Sharif is trying to tell us that McDaniel is going to decide who he's going to. Obviously, it's the coach's decision, but he's going to stop the players from playing this Saturday so that they're hungry for week one. What's your take on that?
I think he's been
Well,
doing it all along, Miss Vince. They've been begging
well,
him.
He
They've
well.
said
been
it
I
in his.
begging
don't.
him.
Well,
Hold on,
I don't know
Sharif.
about all that, bro. But if they don't play, bro, it's on the coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have to get game reps. You feel me? Like Waldo, I know Waldo's probably a little hurt, but you know what I'm saying. He'll have to
What
get
about
game reps.
classroom rep?
And man, just practice, bro. Not no, bro. Just practice, really, and practice. No, bro. You get we.
I
They want
think
to
that
hit
is
somebody.
important to McDaniel. Classroom rep.
Ain't no
That's
classroom
what I
rep.
saw before we hired him. He was speaking to linemen in a class with a chalkboard. You guys know he was a dork teaching like that, right?
Yeah,
Eventually you have to get on the field and
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 do this
play
sweat,
the
stuff
game,
yeah.
But
right?
maybe
physically.
that's not his
You got to get out the
style.
AC and sweat and
But we
actually do
gotta.
the play.
Bro,
Well,
So
if
if
he's
that's
that's
very
his
not his
style,
new.
style, like, here's a news flash, Sharif. If that's not his style, we will fail miserably.
yes, we're
Oh
gonna
my
lose every
God.
game if that's the
Oh
case.
man.
Because
Oh man.
Because
I
you
agree. I
have
kind
to.
of agree with you, Von Joe, because he's doing something new, and I hope he's having them hungry. Because if this doesn't work, injuries, like you said, they're not going to be ready. But classroom is his thing. So if he thinks they're A1 in the classroom, he doesn't
hmm
need to play
You
them.
know one thing you can't simulate in the classroom? Getting hit.
Hits. Hey, I was
I can tell you right
hits.
getting
now,
hit,
man. I hope you're wrong,
Your
man.
body has to get used to
he's
that
not
impact.
wrong. He's not wrong.
See. Now we got to point at McDaniel. What the hell are you doing? Or what are you doing? Because if I'm telling you, it's a Hunger Games for McDaniel. It is.
I
We're
don't
looking
think
at
so because look
Skyler
at
and
his
we're
press
looking at
conference.
Tua. We're not even looking at McDaniel is pulling these guys out so they can
Sharif.
burst through a paper bag.
Sharif,
Hey, yo, Sharif.
real quick.
I think
Hold
Go
that's
on.
what
ahead.
he's doing.
Go ahead, Lakers
Yo,
all
Sharif,
day.
you.
No, 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 I'm not taking
I don't.
guys. Let Lakers all day go because he hasn't. He just got here. Go ahead, Lakers all day.
Hey, Sharif. Let me ask you a question, bro. Do you watch basketball, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you said that your favorite player is, I mean, your favorite team is the Knicks, right? And you know how y'all have RJ Barrett on the team, right? So let's
Yes.
say that when RJ Barrett was in the summer league, he didn't play those whole games in the summer league, and after that, the coach wants to start him and play him in the first game of the
Oh man,
season,
I see where you're going.
and then you know what I'm saying? Then he's not gonna get
So
no,
what the hell
no.
is McDaniel doing, dude?
He's letting
Does
his
he believe
coaches
his
coach.
It's
classroom will affect
Hold
Russ
on,
him?
Welker's
timeout.
doing.
First off,
Hey,
Lakers all
Russ
day.
Welker's doing a
Hold
good
on.
job.
Lakers all day. That was a
Yeah.
horrible example because we know when it comes to the Knicks, classroom, on court, summer league, after league, G League ain't gonna help them boys over there in the New York.
No,
Stop
no, no.
that.
I know
Okay,
what
that
you're
was
talking
a
about. I
Oh
horrible
was just
man,
example.
making
Von
it.
Joe,
I
you're
was just
hard
trying to
on
make
us.
him
Yeah,
understand more.
I
You know what I'm saying?
to
Just
be honest
terrible,
with
Kenny.
you,
Just terrible.
I
Just terrible
think
Lakers all day.
McDaniel.
Oh,
I think McDaniel. His approach is more of he's doing somewhat opposite of what Flo did. He's not going to be the authoritarian. He's got a pretty good coaching staff. He's got Daryl Bevel as his assistant head coach, his quarterbacks coach, assistant offensive
Correct.
coordinator. He's got Frank Smith, So he's got Boyer. So he's got good staff. He's
What
allowing them to do their jobs
what was the
and
main
not
complaint
micromanage.
about Flores? Flores didn't have a coaching staff, right? Now that we have one, I
Right.
mean, let them coach.
Let them do their jobs.
Let
Let
them
them.
Fact,
He's
play.
taking inputs. He's taking
fact.
inputs from his position coaches.
And yes, and L, remember now, and I factored this in the moment we got Tyreek. Any big hit to Tyreek and Waddle, oh my God, they're one of them are done for the season. And what you
Nah,
have
I
to,
don't think
No,
yes,
so.
McDaniel
Tyreek has taken
has to
hits. You've
think
seen Tyreek
about
take
the
hits.
little guys getting hit week 1 to 3 preseason. The little
Tyreek is
guys,
not
we need
little.
them for week one.
Tyreek's not little, bro.
He's a tank.
Guess what?
He's
Our
small, but
number
he,
one and
you know,
number
he's
two
tough.
receivers are not above 5 feet 8.
I
They're
understand that,
not.
and
They're
that's
You
But
what
know
not.
you could
Tyreek,
be.
They're little.
You could be short and still big. I
All
mean,
I'm
height
saying is
is
by
not.
holding these guys out, you give us a chance to face New England with them
Sharif,
and
how
What do
can
not
you
you
go
ever
mean?
give
I,
in.
I
That
don't.
makes
I
no
don't
yeah,
see.
sense.
I
I
don't
don't
see.
understand.
That makes
I
no
don't see
sense.
Tyreek Hill. I don't see Tyreek Hill or Waddle getting clobbered. First of all, they're too fast and shifty to even get a good hit on them.
I hope so, man, because
But the only thing I'm concerned about, just like we saw Saturday, he Tua not he doesn't follow his principles, and he throws the ball to one of them, and the defender is closing in at 5 yards or less. He
Hmm.
can get them knocked out.
Like Gasecki,
Yeah,
yeah. I played with
yeah,
Gasecki. He almost got him killed.
He
yeah.
that
almost
was
Yeah,
a
got
dead
him
man's
exactly.
ball.
twice.
And
Twice.
he's done it. He's done it in years past too.
Multiple times. Yeah, and low
Because
key, bro. You know,
those type of balls that he threw to Gasecki, it's okay to
you didn't
throw it
invite
if
me
you're
to the
putting it.
wedding.
If
Here's your ring.
hold on,
Wait, Sharif,
you
hold
could
on,
put
hold
it.
on.
No, you could put it. You could throw those type of balls to Gasecki, but it has to be low in a way where he could protect himself at the same time.
yeah. You do you know?
But
Do you
Exactly.
know
that was
who
a
else
dead
used to do
man's
that?
ball.
Fitzpatrick used to do that too. He used to throw those little fastballs in between the middle,
Yeah,
just like
but
Tua.
not really putting his guys at risk. That's what we're talking about in this
And that's what
aspect.
I'm talking about with Tua's head work. That's his thing. He can throw the ball. He's accurate. He can throw the ball. It's his decision making.
Hmm.
What's the best?
Listen,
Where do I need to go? Put the ball where only my player gets it, or it goes out of bounds or
Hmm.
incomplete, or
How
I
would
can
you?
keep him safe.
How would y'all
listen.
feel? How would y'all
I was
feel if?
telling people from last year about the 7 year plan that we gave Tannehill, right?
Stop.
Nobody blinked an eye. And when I mentioned 7 year plan for Tua, even people who like Tua is like, no, we don't want that 7 year plan for Tua. My question is
Bro,
this:
don't make me
this
cuss
is the
on this
guy you
Fins
got.
show.
Please,
Laker all
please.
day.
This
What
is
you
the
was
guy
saying?
you
What you
got,
was saying?
What
Lakers all day.
7 year
but
plan?
Ron
I
Joe,
don't know
this
what
is
he's
who we
talking
have.
about. Lakers all day.
I'm
What
not.
you was saying? You was about
I'm
to ask a
saying.
question. What was it? Because we're
I'm
not
saying
revisiting
that.
Sorry,
this.
Sharif.
How do y'all flexing? What's that? How would y'all feel if Mike McDaniel don't play none of the starters?
I'll be okay because and this is what I've been trying to say for the last 10 minutes. It is called preseason and you have to manage players. We don't have 4 games like we used to. Everybody knew the dress rehearsal was that third game. But because we don't have the fourth game, now we got to shift things differently.
I
So
don't
at the
like
end
it.
of the day, no, I don't think he's going to play any
Yeah,
of
I
the
don't like it
starters.
either.
I want
I
them
don't
to
like
play
it.
even for the
I,
first quarter. Give me the first quarter, then take him out. But I don't think
to
he's going
me,
to do that.
I think they did
That's
enough
that's
versus the
liable to
Eagles today.
make the Patriots game closer than it should be. Because
Exactly,
at the end
To
of the
because
me,
day,
right? To me, they
I feel like
played
the coach.
7 on 7. They played the single drills. They played the 11 on 11. They played the 15 minutes, try and score. They did all of that today. For me, from what I've noticed, McDaniel looks at these and then he takes that to the film room and he evaluates that. And then he's like, well, you did enough. You came third in the speed contest, or you went 23 miles an hour today, Keon Crossing. I don't need to see you Saturday. All right, you
Alejandro,
pass
go ahead,
your
because
grade, but I
But
just
that's
I
from
just think
practice
like
though.
the classroom
I
is
would
more
say
important to
this.
I don't
McDaniel.
like that.
We
hold
all
on, guys.
know
Let
this.
Alejandro go.
We all know, and this has been stated enough in every sport
Hmm.
that practice speed and game speed are night and day,
Yeah,
right?
Allen Iverson
Night
said
So
it.
and day.
It's practice.
when you get onto the field and
Hmm.
it's a real game, and these guys are playing for real skin in the game now,
Hmm.
and you sat there and these guys have only practiced at 3/4 speed, and now they got the Patriots going full speed, and they haven't felt that. They don't know what that is for real. That's liable to make that game. We're more talented than them, so we still win. But that lack of preparation, that could lead to the game being more close than it actually should be.
It could lead to injuries, which is what I'm more worried about. Hold on, Sherry, before you go,
That
because
too.
Lakers
That's
all
how
day is
soft
gonna
tissue injuries
go
happen.
after me. But my issue is I'm concerned over injuries. Look at what we've had so far, and we lost two corners already. And it's like
Hmm.
we can't afford losing anybody else, especially not secondary. Right
I
now,
agree.
them not playing, they're not gonna have their bodies physically able to play in that game because when you're playing, and let's be real, these practices are vanilla compared to real practices 15 years ago. They're not doing real contact. They're not going and hitting each other. You
Yeah,
can't
they're
even
tapping
touch
you.
the QB. So I get it. Fine. We safer league. I'm all for it. Whatever. New CBA. But at the end of the day, this practice doesn't get anybody ready for game day unless you're playing game day. So the
Very
only way
true.
they're able to go ahead and get that is if they play. You don't gotta play them the whole half, but they gotta play at least. I want to see everybody in this offense that first quarter, because
And
at the
I'll
end
That's
of
what
say
I'm
the day,
talking
this,
about.
we
Yep.
Talk to
need
him,
to get
Miss
that.
Fence. Talk to him.
Talk
Talk
to
to
I'll
him,
him.
Miss
say
Fence.
this,
Talk
right?
that talk.
It would be very refreshing if McDaniel values the playbook and the classroom, and we come out in 50 to nothing New England. It
That's
will
not
say
gonna
that
Sharif,
happen
he.
the
though.
Hold on,
playbook
Yeah,
doesn't even
Sharif, that's a cool
matter.
story,
There's
bro.
hold
18
Cool
on. I'm
story.
not done.
teams.
I'm not done. If
Go
we
ahead.
beat New England 50 to nothing, it would said that he
50 to
values
nothing.
classroom more than the physical practice. That's all. It's
You
a new coach, guys.
No,
Give
Nah.
the
this guy a
physical stuff is
chance.
what deals
Mm-mm.
with
But
injury,
That's a
Sharif.
cool
What do you
but
story.
mean?
we're
That's a
not
cool story, bro.
McDaniel. He's a new coach. Let him do him. If he values classroom and less contact, but we score 50, we're still winning.
And he's
Sharif,
Like
getting
you know,
five.
He's
hold
Well,
on,
I
hold on.
If
think
Waddle gets injured,
I
and
think
Hold on.
that's a
if
I'm
Waddle
gonna
little
gets
I'm
little.
gonna
I think
debunk
that's a
what
lot
Sharif
of
says.
hyperbole, but I think that's
Yeah, I'm
hyperbole.
gonna debunk
it's
what
Fifty to
Sharif
his
said
nothing.
way of
automatically.
doing things.
Sharif,
But I
Sharif,
I
Sharif,
you're
understand
hold
that
on,
he's
forgetting.
saying
Sharif.
it's a cause for
Sharif,
injury. It's a cause for
no,
being
no.
off target and
I'm gonna
off.
debunk what you're saying,
But if
Sharif.
it's his
Sharif,
style,
let him
then
go,
let him
Sharif.
coach his way. That's
Let
what
him
I
No,
go.
think.
Sharif.
Let him
You know
go,
why that
Sharif. Go
can't
ahead,
work?
Logan.
The most important position on the field, our quarterback, doesn't learn in the classroom. He learns through repetition. He has
Then
to rep
ask
it.
McDaniel why he did it 2 weeks in a row. That's what,
I'm just
because
saying
he's
that. No,
gonna
no.
do
I'm
it
That's
just
hey,
again.
telling
that's
you
on the
that
He's
coach.
position,
gonna do it
that
again.
classroom,
That's on the
that
coach. That's
classroom
not on
thing
the
doesn't
team.
work for
That's not on the
Tua.
players.
You have to rep it.
He has
Yeah.
to rep it physically. He's a kinesthetic. We all heard TD when he said it. He's a kinesthetic player. He's gonna actually. He even said it himself. Look, I got my mom out there. I got my brother. I got my uncle. I got my dad. Everybody's running routes, so I can visually see and put that motor skill in and see the play and actually do the play. He, out of anybody, needs to be on that field more than anybody else, in my opinion.
absolutely,
For him
that's
to win
why
that.
that which speaks to the fact why he was out there 4 hours before game time on Saturday, running through scripting his footwork where he needs to go with the ball based on the play call,
Hmm.
this, that, and the third. So I mean,
Who is
that's
telling you
nothing
he
but
needs to play?
that's nothing but respect. But Dak Prescott does that.
Hmm.
Yep.
Everybody knows his little hip thingy that he. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. It's just whatever.
Oh my
But
God.
Whoa, hey,
anyway,
yo,
Hey,
Miss
Miss Phins,
Fins.
relax. Chill out.
Hey,
Chill out, Miss.
yo.
Watch
no, no,
out.
no. I
Hey.
think it's funny looking the way the way he.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Anyways, let me
Yep.
continue.
Change the
Hmm.
subject.
We're changing the subject. Listen, guys, I want to get from each one of you guys because I need to know what have you heard so far on the joint practices the last 2 days, and also two things. What have you heard that you like, and what have you heard is an area of concern? We'll start with Lakers all day. Go ahead.
Well, I was at work today, so I didn't really hear much. But when I was on Twitter, AJ, the wide receiver, he was talking trash about our corners and saying that they need to stop showing Miami Dolphin highlights and show that the Eagles, what I'm saying, was beating our corners. And
You t-
was up.
you talking about AJ Brown?
Yeah, and they showed the video of AJ Brown beating Howard.
Hmm.
And I'm sorry, but Howard looked kind of slow. I'm not like he looked kind of old, man. Like he don't look like he got it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
and
And
I'm
It,
that was concern. What about something you liked that you did hear?
Tua had a good game. I mean, a good day. You know,
Yes, he
that
did.
was a good thing.
Yes, he did.
I
Go ahead,
think
Monkey.
Howard. I think I think Howard is still a beast.
Hmm.
He's just taking it easy. First of all, we're too close to the last game,
Hmm.
and it's look at this point we already know who Zay X is. He was a beast last year, a
Yeah.
beast last year, absolute beast. He's been solid the whole time he's been here. To be honest with you,
Hmm.
so you know, preserve your health, take care of yourself. Okay, you score a touchdown in practice. Okay, who cares? Let me see you do it during the season though.
Yeah, you're
Let me
right.
see you do it during
So
the season.
so it's no it's you have to manage your health in football. You have
So
to
so
manage it.
so so
That's
so
where
is
your
that is
value is.
so you're saying is that what Mike McDaniel's doing? Is not playing, is managing his players for
Yeah,
not
yeah,
playing
but
them.
that's a head coach's job is to manage. That's why
To manage
Armstead hasn't
little
practiced.
players, little receivers who are little and they're
Well,
Sharif,
it's
Sharif,
it,
not your
okay.
turn. We're getting to you
What,
in a
there,
second, Sharif. Bouncy
there's a
second.
reason why Teron Armstead hasn't played, but maybe today he has an
Hmm.
injury history. So McDaniel has to manage that. You know, he goes out there on a preseason game. You know, he's our best lineman, and he gets hurt for what? Now what? Now we're down a left tackle, our best lineman. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. The guy haven't played a whole season in 9 seasons. You know, that's not a risk that I'm willing to take at all.
So give me
Maybe
something that you
Tyreek.
liked, and give me something you didn't like from the joint practices.
I mean the joint practices. Look, they are what they are. They're just you know they're working out, the building camaraderie. You know you're playing players from other team, and y'all are working out. You know iron sharp as iron. So they get out there and working out, and you know and practice different things. But other than that, it's hard to kind of get a beat on it because one, they don't even do any tackling and no real hitting, and they're not physical in training camp. So it's hard to really assess, you know, a lot of things until preseason games to where you get to see them implement a lot of the things that you were teaching schematically in training camp. But you know, look, we
Okay.
just have to see. We got New England number one. I'm predicting the score right now, 28-14.
Us?
Yep.
Good. I'll take it. I'll take it all day. Okay. What about you, Cat for Life?
Yeah, I mean, for me, the ups that I've been hearing so far, as far as with training camp, is Easy E was like no one can cover him today. That was very very optimistic as far as his stock rising, and yeah, I keep hearing the downside about Teddy. Just Teddy's not doing well right now.
That is a concern because we need him for the playoffs. So that is a
I might
concern.
need to I might need to go call up Teddy and ask him what's up with that, man. Cause it's not right.
You know him like that? Hey.
You know what I mean?
I
Yeah, because my mom went to the same high school as him, so like,
I
Really?
I think Teddy's chilling.
that's what I'm
McDaniel's
saying,
already.
bro. I feel like he's
I think
chilling.
McDaniel's already kind of gave him the
They
nod, like,
already know. They
okay,
already know what they got
They're
in him.
keeping three. I think they're keeping three.
They're
They
keeping
are gonna
three, in
keep
my
three.
opinion. Okay. What about you, Sharif? Give me the good. Give me the bad. What have you heard so far for training
Well,
camp?
well, Cameron good. I think he's making more progress. I think Van Ginkel got to look out because this kid, you know who he reminds me of? Navarro Bowman. I don't know if you guys remember Navarro Bowman who played with
For the
some
Patrick
San
Niners,
Willis.
Francisco, San
yeah.
Yeah,
Francisco.
Or
he
the
played with
linebacker?
Patrick Willis. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
that's who Cameron Good reminds me of. I Ezukama obviously. Oh, and Kohu. I'm not afraid of Igbenogamy being there. Kohu is taking that job and he's aggressive. I forgot his
Okay.
first name, but Kohu, the
Kaden.
cornerback,
Kaden Cool.
he's freaking aggressive, man. He's taking these guys on. You know who he reminds me of? And he's chopping you in the mouth too. He's he's speaking to you like Sam Madison and as well. So good for Kohu. Another thing I think the negative that I'm seeing is Gasecki is getting more snaps than everyone else, and he's still unproductive and what we need him to be. Yes, he has the Michael Jordan catches. He's getting pummeled and pushed backwards when trying to block all day today. Um, and like I said, Greer drafted him for Gase. That's Greer's job. I think Greer knows that this kid is not gonna be even close to Kelsey or the kid in San Francisco, and he may try to hide him. But okay, let's say you hide Gasecki, right? He gets a moderate 38 catches, 400 yards because they put him in spotty because he just can't block. That means Smythe takes the 33%, Hunter Long takes 33%, Gasecki plays the rest. So now you're back out on the franchise tag market. They're going to just let him walk and get compensated because with
I don't know about all that.
38 catches, what, 400 yards, maybe a couple of touches? Because once again, if we're wanting him to play 90% of the snaps as a true tight end, it's over for our running game. I'm sorry. So
No,
that's
no,
that's the bad.
he's
That's the good. That's
no,
the
no,
bad.
no, 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 no. Gesicki, trust me. And just like, well, Omar Kelly did say, and I'm subjective in some of his stuff, but listen, we're somewhat too predictable when he's in right now because he's not. Look, blocking is his downfall. He's not a good blocker. Okay, so but I think that's if look, I'm telling you, that's if we don't trade him. We could trade him. I
Hey,
mean, and again, it's business. We have other needs, so we need to trade him for a center, or trade him for a
Right, because
linebacker,
with
or trade
38
him for a
hey,
catches, that'll
corner. I
bring his
mean,
value down. So it's
hey,
better not to just use him 50% of the time this year. It's better to trade him now
hey,
We
while
don't
his
know what they're
value is
gonna do
very
with him.
high.
But guys, real quick, I want to
Mhm.
welcome Florida-born, Kentucky-grown.
Yes,
Welcome to Miss
BKG.
Fizz. Yeah, this is first time in here. Thank you for joining. I hope you subscribe. I hope you like. I know I catch you all the time on Stephen D's show. So I'm just every single morning from Monday to Friday at 8 a.m. He's usually like 9:15, 9:30. So before him, definitely come and join Miss Fizz each and every morning. We talk Dolphins Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. But thank you for coming through. Hit that like button. I really do appreciate it for sure. I think
Yeah,
the
man.
last one we got here is Vanjo. So Vanjo, I need to hear from you, sir.
let's go,
Talk to me.
Vaughn.
What did you see good that was good, and what did you see that was bad from
All right.
joint practices?
I'm just gonna really address two things real quick.
Mhm.
AJ, whatever his name is, AJ Brown, whatever his name is,
Brown.
and those,
Hmm.
yeah, those one on ones. I don't put stock in one on ones. I mean, that's whether it's our guys or their guys, because the receiver, unless you're an absolutely trash receiver, you do not belong in the NFL. You have no business losing. You're always going to win the one on ones versus DBs. I mean, it's one on ones. You have all day to run zigzag routes, right? So it's not realistic. Secondly, Sharif, you really got to get off the size of our receivers, man. You really got to get over that.
And
Waddle has been small all his life, from high school, college. Last year, no injury history for real. Same thing with Tyreek. They've been short all their lives. They've taken hits all their lives. They're just fine. They'll be okay. Um, but what I say what I like what I heard about Tua taking these shots down the field, but I want to see it in real games, right?
Okay.
Um,
Yep, same here.
but in reality, overall, I didn't hear about our O line really getting blown up, and we know Philly is known for having a strong front seven, right?
That is
So we
true.
know Philly has a strong front seven, and that's what they. I mean, they got that big boy from what was it, Alabama? What's his? Oh,
Is
Georgia.
it
The
Alabama?
big
Oh, okay.
defensive.
Georgia.
No, it's Georgia. Defensive tackle from Georgia.
Oh, he
Huge,
just
oh,
came
huge.
out.
Jordan,
He,
I
Jordan
forgot his
Davis.
name.
yeah,
Yeah,
Jordan Davis.
yeah, he
yeah,
just came.
big
He
boy.
just came out, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
big boy. But again,
Was
our
his
O
name?
line, we didn't hear about our centers having snap issues, or
That was a good plus for sure.
exactly. So these are the small things that was nagging us last year. Not last year, but last week. But we're hearing improvement in it, right?
Hmm.
Um, on the downside, at the same time, I heard that we had a couple good runs, but it was like one or two good runs on the outside. We spent most of the time passing. We need a running game at the end of the day, and it can't be predicated on our short passing game to develop a running game. But I really feel like what we're seeing is teams are not respecting the deep pass, so they're still loading the box on us,
That's not
and
good.
that's why the running play
I don't, I don't,
and that's why the running game hasn't really developed.
I don't see, and I said this on TV's panel. I really, with the speed that we have outside and
Mhm.
inside, and then coming out of it, I don't see them loading the box. I really don't.
So
Not
what you
So
not
see
here's
him
the
do?
thing.
not really bringing the house because see one missed tackle is a touchdown.
Do you
No,
see them
Mountie.
playing
So
zone?
Mountie,
Do you
here's
see
the
them
thing.
playing
I
zone a little bit?
respect that take, but it's not they don't. It's not that they don't respect the speed on the outside. It's they don't
Yeah.
respect our quarterback.
That's hey,
The throws.
you hit it on the nail, bro. That's
So
so
that's the
true.
thing. They don't respect our
That's true.
quarterback. So
People
our
don't.
quarterback has to
Um,
earn the respect.
well, I have a
And I
question
can't
for
wait
the
till
I
he
agree.
panel.
I
does. I
agree.
can't
I
wait till he
agree.
does.
Hey, listen, these teams, bro, they're not gonna respect our quarterback, bro. Because if they don't, because look, like saying everybody wants to see how Tua does this year because
Yeah.
they know that this year is a crucial year for him.
This is
I'm
gonna be
gonna
the
answer
year where
that for you,
he
Laker.
can prove that he can. We know he has the skills. The problem is we're not seeing it consistently. That's the issue
Hmm.
with Tua.
I let me just
Go
say
ahead,
this about
Sharif.
McDaniel. I don't think Tua is gonna have a problem because that McDaniel. I think it was two press conferences ago. Someone compared the NBA schematics to the NFL, and what we have to understand is Steph Curry creates spacing from the half court to the rim, and what we have for the first time is spacing from half court to the rim, not from the 3 point line to the rim. From half court, somebody has to defend us. And would that it doesn't I can be
Sharif,
behind
you
there
lost
throwing the
me,
ball.
man. The analogy you
So
using right
I
now
think
is
I
frying
that
understand,
my
Pierre.
means
brain,
I
that
think
bro.
I
means
understand.
that
I
means you never
understand.
listened to your head coach press conference. That just told me because he did use that analysis with Steph Curry spacing the floor.
Essentially, in your case, and for us, it would
So
be
Tua,
Waddle and Tyreek
thank
spacing
So
you.
the
so
floor.
Clay
So
Thomas
to
so Clay
finish my
Thompson doesn't
point,
factor into that.
I'm just
Wait,
making a
give him one
point.
second. Go
Hey, do
ahead.
Tua.
you know that Spolster was at camp and
Oh,
Spolster just told him to play the rookies? Do you know that? That's all he said.
Really?
so
That's awesome.
so
Go ahead.
Tua
Let
with
him
that
finish. Let him
spacing,
finish real quick.
I think
He
he
said
would
what?
be fine. If even if he takes the check downs, that spacing it will be something he never had in his life. He would check down till glory fat pigs fly. We will check down straight to the Super Bowl. My point is when teams want to stop, take away the check down, then Tua is gonna have to go over the top. Either way. But that spacing from the 3 point from the court from the half court line to the rim, that's something we never had as Dolphins on offense. Now, any
But
quarterback would thrive
Sharif,
from that is my point. That's all I'm
but
saying.
Sharif, teams have
Go ahead.
taken away the check down and they let us drive down the field little by little.
How can you take
And once
down the
we get
check
into
down
field,
and you got five guys defending Tyreek and Waddle? What check
okay,
down can you
but
take away?
again,
But you
you
got to
could check down
remember,
all you want. You could check down all you want, but at some point, that here's the thing: teams will let you do that, and when you get into field goal range, that's when they start clamping down. And
Hmm.
here's the problem with that method of checking down: it takes one mistake by your offense, i.e., false start,
I don't want to sound
holding.
like he can lean
Hold
on that.
on, but hold
What
on,
I'm
Sharif. Let
saying
me
Let him
is
land.
he's
finish.
Hold
No,
on.
holding.
no, Sharif. We let you finish. Let Devontae finish,
Sorry,
please.
sorry, Juanjo.
It's
Go
okay.
ahead.
So
It's okay.
it takes one mistake that way where it's a mental error, right? Because the thing is you're trickling down the field, and what happens with you trickling down the field and you're not taking the top off, it takes one mistake and you're behind the chain. And once you get behind the chains in that check down formation and that check down method, I should say, it changes your play concept now. Now you have to become more aggressive, but you're not used to being that aggressive.
Hmm.
So now you have to take those shots. And or if you keep trying to check it down, hoping that one of you guys break loose, it's fourth and
Hmm.
three. What you doing? Punting or kicking a field goal.
Right. Right.
It is
And
not
you
No.
ever
can't.
a
And
good
the
thing.
quarterbacks that we have in the quarterbacks we have in the AFC, they're not doing this check down thing. They are taking the top off and going for your jugular off
They're
Yeah,
getting
rip.
a
they're going
touchdown in
deep.
Well,
less than
Well,
four
where are
minutes.
those? Mhm.
what
Touchdown
I
in
would
less
imp-
than 4 minutes.
what I would implore everybody on the panel today, if when you get time or when you get time, go on YouTube and look at San Francisco Kyle Shanahan's
Offense.
offense on YouTube. I'm
Yes, I
telling
would.
you, and
Yes.
see the scheme is built for
What we
the
have.
whole field. The whole field, meaning
Yes.
he does a lot of trapping and sweeps and
Counter
comebacks
trap.
and yeah, things like that. So as the field, you drive down the field and the field gets smaller, meaning you have less room to operate. That's when that stuff really, really works. Because see, when you think a run's coming, it's gonna fake sweep or a fake hand up play auction, and then somebody, Gesicki's wide open because they just bid on
Thank
a,
you.
a reverse sweep or something.
Yep.
Because
So Mountie, go
yeah,
ahead. Go ahead and finish.
no, but it's just you have to study that scheme, and we're
Yes.
gonna have the same exact concept, the same schemes, plus maybe a little different wrinkles.
Game to
But
game.
if you, it's a nice scheme. I mean, it's a nice scheme. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's built on a good running
And, and,
game. You got to be able to sell the fakes.
and L,
It,
can
it's
I
a
just
it's
say this to help you?
Wait,
mhm.
Look
wait.
at Look at Kyle Juszczyk in that offense when you watch the film. Just look at
The
him.
fullback.
Yes.
Yeah,
You would
So
see
yeah,
him
yeah.
knocking
Mountie,
out you
Go
would
ahead,
see him
Vondra.
taking on the middle linebacker every play. He's knocking that
so
guy out so they can run.
Go
so
ahead, Vondra.
Mountie, just to give you a pushback on that, right? So McVay runs a similar because I believe McVay's from that same tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
Out there with the
Yep.
Rams. So
Mm-hmm.
he's from that
Yeah, because
same
they
tree.
they
So he
coached in
runs
Washington
similar,
together.
right? But McVay added wrinkles where it's not stretching the field side to side. They stretch it side to side with those crossing, but he also added the vertical option as well. So that's why he actually brought in Stafford because he could execute the vertical wrinkle in that offense.
Yep. That way
So
the
that's
field
what
goal
really.
kicker can get easy access down the middle. I mean, if we go side by side, look what happened with Sanders. He was two to the left,
So
didn't make the kick.
when you when you're able to now stretch the field from hash to hash, sideline to sideline, but now I also have a deep threat. It's a whole different wrinkle to that offense because you saw the Rams take care of the 49ers.
Yeah.
They
Their
did.
kicker was
Yeah,
their kicker had the
yeah.
most fantasy points in the league that year.
So that Shanahan, that it could be shut down. One of the people that used to shut it down was the Patriots. They shut that thing
Hmm.
down instantly.
You know
Yeah,
what?
I mean,
Yeah.
any offense. Well, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh no,
See,
I was
I
actually
got to
gonna go
push
to
back,
something else, but
my
before
pushback
before
would
you go,
be,
Sharif, hold on,
Mhm.
Sharif. Before you go, Mountie go, then Sharif, then I'm gonna go because I got a couple questions coming in that I think they're actually really good. So go ahead, Mountie, then Sharif, then I'll go.
Conventionally, theoretically, any offense can be shut down. You understand what they like to do and what their tendencies and what I like to do and the concepts behind it. But what I'm saying, what the speed what we have, the speed what you can't. My guess is a lot of our opponents they have no choice but to play a lot of zone. They're gonna play nickel. They're gonna be out of their base defense. They're gonna play a lot of nickel to help with the speed. Even when we had Albert Wilson, remember when we had Albert Wilson and all those guys? What
Hmm.
did Bill Belichick do? And he's a great defensive mind. Bring in 5 and 6 DBs to deal with the speed. So now, when you have smaller guys, and that's when we can start running the football. See, you got guys that are farther off the ball. Now the run, see that speed is going to help your running game because they're chasing guys around and as you chasing guys around, your running game gets stronger because the defense is wearing down. They're in their head. They're trying to guard. They got to guard sideline to sideline, and
And that's
anybody
That's
can
why.
get
true.
the
That's
ball. And they're chasing fakes and
Hmm.
all these reverses and stuff like that. Now your running game is getting stronger. Now you get 5 yards of carry, 7 yards of carry. Then you pop a long one.
That's
Yeah,
why
but to be
McDaniel said,
fair, if
give
you
him
know
every
that,
freaking thing. Give him everything for
to be
Tyree.
fair, if you know that, what makes you think Bill Belichick won't know that?
Oh
So
He
yeah,
who had to
definitely
well
got
yeah,
play
that.
that's
Waddle? Who had
it's
to play
chess, not
against Waddle and
checkers.
Tyreek?
That is
Nobody.
true.
It's chess, not checkers. It's chess.
Exactly. And that's why McDaniel said, give them everything you got for Tyreek because nobody in this earth has ever had Tyreek and Waddle. Even
We have two of them.
we talked about it the other day. Clayton and Duper. They're not comparable to 4-3 guys. They're just not. Clayton and Duper are not comparable to 2-4-3 guys. And we got them. So now you're
Let
gonna
Well, they were
tell
running
me,
4-3 for their day. Now, let's be fair. They were running 4-3s for their day.
bro,
Yeah.
hey,
Duper is
let
not
me.
as
True.
fast
If you
I'm
as
go
Tyreek.
percentage wise, you are right.
Duper
If you
is
would
not as
make the
fast as
adjustment.
Tyreek, man.
But if you no,
it,
I'm
what he's
talking
saying
about
is
for their
make the
time.
adjustment. Make the
Oh,
adjustment comparable to everyone in the league at that time. They were running that type of speed. You know what I mean? So I got you,
Yeah.
all
Von.
right, everybody on this panel. I want somebody to tell me with a straight face who's got the balls, who's got the cojones to do jam or press coverage on Waddle and Tyreek Hill the
or
same
single
time.
high, or
Jalen
single high.
Yeah,
Ramsey.
yeah, no, that's a
Oh,
yeah.
wait, are you talking about
He'd have
player or team? Because I'm going Patriots.
the team. Who's willing to take that risk, especially single high? You're doing press coverage or jam.
And you don't have
He gets off the
Xavier
jam.
Howard
It's a
and Byron
touchdown.
Jones. And you don't have our corners to do it. So who the hell, I bet you, who the hell will do that and they don't have Byron and
Tennessee.
Xavier?
The Rams,
Tennessee.
They will be burned over the
the
top.
Rams, and the Chargers.
They will be burned over the top. No, it's not because of Tua's talent. It's because of the
Buffalo.
stupidity of actually
Buffalo.
Yeah,
letting
Buffalo.
Tyreek
You're
Buffalo.
get
right.
by you.
Buffalo too.
Yep.
They will be
I don't think
burned.
Buffalo. I don't
They will
think
be
Buffalo will
burned
do
over
it.
the
It'll
top.
be a
No,
They're not
softer.
that
It'll be a
stupid.
That I think
Okay.
Buffalo would beat
Because a lot of
Buffalo
See,
those teams, you
because
know
the
what
the
they
you
really
Rams.
do
gotta
is
play
bring
them twice,
pressure.
see,
guys.
Hey, the
You
see.
gotta
Rams
This
play
is
is
them
the
too.
twice.
thing. Nobody
Hey,
has us on film. That's a good thing.
I agree.
No,
Y'all
y'all
don't
keep
get
overlook.
that.
I think y'all, keep, y'all
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 don't
lean
get
too
that.
much on this. Nobody have us on
Do
film thing.
y'all
I
do
really
y'all
think y'all lean
remember?
too
They
much on it.
don't. They
Does
don't.
Okay.
anybody remember? Does anybody remember when we had Mike Wallace?
yeah.
Hey, you really think that they don't
You,
have us on film? The majority of film that we've been seeing
They
from
don't have
Twitter
our
from this
scheme
game, the past
because
two games,
nobody played.
you don't think the opposition has the same film, Sharif? Come
No,
on,
they got
man.
they got
What I'm
film on
saying to you,
board.
they
They
never.
got a lot.
All they did was seeing Tyreek wearing
You don't
shorts
think
and
today
tights.
at joint
That's
practices
not
there weren't any
film.
opposition people over at camp today? You really don't think that?
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this for a fact. At the draft, I'll tell you this for a fact. They're aware of who we have on his team, and that's
Oh
New
yeah.
England and the
Oh,
Jets
that yeah.
because they drafted all DBs.
Well, I
Listen,
can tell
listen.
you,
So, in that note, real
yes,
quick, I want
yes,
to go
I
ahead and get
remember
this
that.
question answered. Do you guys think
They
Sanu's gonna
drafted
make the
all
final
DBs.
wide receiver spot or not? Hmm?
No,
I just want a yes or no. Do you guys think yes or no? Go
Man.
around the
I
table real
no.
want to
quick.
keep selling receivers, but man, I don't know, man.
You don't think
I
Sanu's
think
making
so.
it? Okay. You
I
think
think
so?
so.
Lakers all
Yeah.
I
day. What
think he
about you,
can take
Mountie?
Braylon Edwards' spot.
What about you, Mountie? You don't
Say
think so?
again.
Do you
Say
think
again.
Sanu's gonna make the final wide receiver spot? Sanu, yes or no?
No, no, no.
What about you, Von Joe? Yes or no?
I'll go against the grain and say yes.
I think yes, he is gonna make it.
Man,
Who
he's a
what
So
spot is
veteran
he
okay,
wide
gonna take,
receiver.
Miss
Why
Fins
not?
and Bonjo?
but I got another question here for you guys. And as far as who he would take, I'll be 1,000% honest with you. I know that right now, Braylon Sanders has been doing really well. He's going in the practice squad, in my opinion. Preston Williams, you guys already know he's going to get dealt. There's no way we're keeping Preston Williams. Lynn Bowden is probably between him and Sanu because I do truly believe River Craycraft is going to make the team. If Craycraft doesn't make the team, then I'm gonna be shocked. But in my opinion, I think that it is going to be between Sanu and Lynn, who are going to be the
So,
last two
so
for
you
that
got
one.
you
And
got
I think
Waddle,
Sanu's going to make
Hill, Cedric Wilson,
it. And
Easy
Sukama,
E, Easy
Trent
E, Easy
Sherfield,
Shearfield, and after that, it's either Wilson, Bowden,
Bowden,
Craycraft,
Craycraft,
and
and Sanders.
Sanders
Sanu,
and Sanu.
Braylon Sanders, and Sanu.
So
Wow.
we got two spots left for five guys.
Yep, pretty much. And but Preston, you can't add to that because remember, Preston's not going to be in this team. He's gonna get dealt. There's no, he doesn't even want to be here. That's the sad part. So he's gonna get the. He's gonna.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. If we're saying we need two spots and there's five left, I mean, would you want to keep him if there were five spots
Hey,
and two spots left? And
No,
we
hey,
need
because I
depth.
Yeah,
got other people that I can take. I can take again River Craycraft or Sanu.
Yeah, but Wilson is established, and if he's willing to play, what I mean.
Wait,
Like,
Cedric
wait.
Wilson is number 3, so we're not
no,
even
I'm sorry,
discussing
Williams.
Wilson.
Williams. I'm talking about Williams.
Williams.
Preston
Oh, okay.
Williams.
I'm about
If
to
Preston
say.
No, I'm
Williams
good.
is
He
willing
good.
to stay,
I'm good on him.
I'll be okay without getting Preston. To be honest with you, I'd rather, if anything, because we have such money with Tyreek, I want to get a younger guy like Craycraft that we can
who's our
develop.
tallest receiver?
I know, but
We don't
even
have
then,
one.
we
We
got
don't have
Easy
one.
E, and Easy E is my length. That's really who I
So
need
our
right
tight
now.
ends are our biggest receivers are our tight ends probably for that team.
Yeah,
Listen,
Yeah,
that's
that should be
ain't nobody gonna cut the news so Williams could play 5 games and end up on IR. Ain't nobody
yeah.
doing that.
That's not that he's not reliable. I can't. That's why I'm done with Preston Williams. So I think Sanu would be that last one to make the cut. Actually, I think the only way Bowden makes the team is if he comes in as a special teamer.
Listen,
If I'm gonna be honest,
I heard Calvin Klein has a roster spot for him.
I can't with y'all. Y'all are too much. Okay, let me get this other question. Did Ingo finally play today? Because he's a big reason why we haven't established the run in his absence. What do you guys think? I don't know if he played today or not. Do you guys know? I don't think he played,
I
but
don't know,
me
man. We haven't
neither.
seen him since preseason either. That's another guy. Everybody's hiding him.
everybody is high him. But I feel like he already knows he's got the spot, so that's why we're not really doing much.
which leads to
Man,
my question. Do you think that our backups will be more prepared than ever because that's all who's playing, and
that's always a
because
great
of
thing.
that, but see now, guys, this is the third year. I don't care if it's Flores or McDaniel. We need to win. These guys are
No, if you would have
maturating
heard
to win
yesterday's
now.
panel, Sharif, if you would have heard yesterday's joint panel, that everybody thinks differently now.
Everyone think it's the fourth year we got to win now, right?
Yeah, all of a sudden.
All of a sudden it's the no, we need to win now. It's the third year. And my thing is this: in this third year, I would rather have my backups play all through preseason because we're going for gold and we need them more prepared. Everybody's going to be dinged up this season, 17, 18 weeks. We need our guys to make it to the Super Bowl. So my thing is this: if the backups are more prepared, guys like Hanky and Robert Jones and Cameron Good is showing himself. All of these Smythe and Hunter, let them
Mhm.
get their rep. We need them to be ready to back up our guys because we're going for it all. I don't care
We need
who's
him for the
waiting on
long
the
haul.
fourth year. Yeah,
Well, I mean, I think that's definitely something that I'm glad we're getting these younger guys because we need cheaper options, people.
mhm.
We're over 30 mil in the cap next year. We've already spent a lot. We need to save some money and still have quality players. If we can have those backups that are going to be young and cheap, I'm all for it because it's going to be right in that sweet, sweet window of the next 2 to 3 years for us to win the Super Bowl, irregardless of Tua. People, it has absolutely nothing to do with Tua at this point. It's the
That's a
team.
great point. This comes to my point right now. I mean, as far as you bringing that up, I mean,
Go ahead.
rookie wise, are you willing to risk rookie wise to play Eric Izukama, Chenantindo, and White, the running back White?
Secondary White,
Right,
yes.
yeah, right off the rip, knowing they're rookies. And I mean, that's a credit to
No,
Chris Greer me saying that. But would you do that this year, like right off the
Well,
rip?
not
did
Sakandre.
Jamar Chase not start day one? How many rookies actually start day one? It all depends on their development. I feel confident in Easy starting day one. I don't feel comfortable in Tyndall or in White because I haven't seen enough from them in camp for me to say, okay, yeah, they're day one, or you know what, they probably need a couple weeks before they can get in there. So I'm
Right, but
okay with Easy E. I'm not
mhm.
okay with the other two. I still feel like they need a little bit
For
more
me,
before
I think
they actually
Tyndall
start.
is a
I like
step
Tyndall too.
behind the
I do too.
NFL speed, but I think Tyndall is adjusting his speed to the NFL speed, and when that happens, the
He's
Landon
gonna be lights
Roberts,
out.
yeah, Landon
I've
Roberts
said
is
Tyndall.
on the bus.
I've said this since he got drafted. I
Drafted.
said Tyndall would actually make will start games right towards like the 6 to 8 week span. Like I feel like it's gonna take him at least 6 to 8
And
weeks
he
for
wallops you.
him to get it, and then he's gonna go ahead and start. Just kind of
Yeah.
like if you look at it, we had Jalen Phillips start, and I know it's defense, but you'll see what I mean. Jalen Phillips played every single game. He didn't start but 5 games last year, but he didn't actually start making an impact till what, week 6, 7, because he needed
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
his bearing, just like Holland did too. So these guys
Yeah.
are gonna still need their bearings. They're gonna come in and out, but as far as starting, I'm only gonna. I think Easy E is the only one that's ready for that, versus Tyndall and.
So,
In my
guys, do
opinion, I don't
you?
know what do you guys think?
I think I
Mm,
agree,
I
Let's
but I
Yeah,
see.
mean,
I
mean,
mean
I'm
Melvin
wondering.
Ingram's gonna basically
I,
play in that slot. That's why
I,
he's not even practicing either. So you would hope and pray that he lasts the season.
And if
Van
he
Gin-
doesn't,
Van Ginkel. I mean, what's your thoughts on Van Ginkel?
I like Van Ginkel. I think he's developed. I like that we drafted him and we were able to develop him. I think he still needs a little bit more time to fully get into his body. And I think he might be a little too small for what I would want. But I like him.
So would you
I
pay him over re-signing Zach Sealer?
say that again.
Would you sign him to a new contract over Zach
Over
Sealer's extension contract coming up?
we have already
no
extended Zach, guys. We
That was two
extended
years
him
ago.
last year.
That was last year or the year before.
Last year, he's
For how
he's
many years?
locked up
for
for
three
three.
years and two guaranteed. If
He's
I'm
This
not
is the
he's
third
good,
mistaken.
year, no?
man.
No.
No,
Last
this is
year,
his.
this will be
Yeah.
year number 2.
hmm
Next year will be
Actually,
year number 3.
actually, that was his tendered year. So this will be year number one, getting his first big money.
Is it? Okay, then
We got
there
him
you
locked.
go.
He's locked up. He's not going anywhere, guys. Why are you scared? Be scared of Christian Wilkins next year, and be scared. You have to pay. May have to pay two in his fourth year. You, if
We're
he
not paying
balls out,
Tua.
Ain't nobody paying to
Ain't
it.
if he
Stop
nobody
it.
balls
paying
out,
Tua. First of all, anybody that says
Bonzo,
Tua's getting
bruh.
40 million is insane. I
Wait,
don't
who
care what
said
the
that?
market says. I don't care
Who?
what the worst quarterback in this league gets paid, which is not Tua. So if you're trying to tell me, I will definitely go against you. If you think Tua is the worst quarterback, stop. But nobody can tell me that Tua's gonna be making more than 40 mil. I don't give.
you got to give him
And
35 right
you don't
now.
gotta get him Jack.
Whoa, whoa, wait,
He's gonna be
wait, wait.
happy with his 27 to max 30 mil he might get. No
Y'all
Yo,
way
giving
does
him,
he
Sharif,
y'all
deserve
you
giving him
40
just
homeless
million
money,
dollars.
man. That's
Sharif,
a
you just
homeless
said to
money.
give to a 30 what?
32.
35 a year.
No,
You
35.
giving
Get out of here.
you wait, hold on, you giving
Get
to a
out.
35?
I'm not giving to a 27, but I'm gonna be nice
Oh
and make it
man.
30.
See, but the
He
thing is, it's to credit to what all of us, right? It's the unknown. We don't know what Tua would do yet. But for me, right, in his rookie contract,
how much you giving
like
him?
He
I
wanna give
have
him
to see.
40.
I have to see, honestly. I'm only playing around, guys, but I have to see first what he will do this year. Because, guys, there's some of
Hmm.
us who like him, and there's two anons, and we're not ready to give him a 7 year deal like Tannehill. I'm
Oh
gonna be
no,
honest. I'm not
no.
ready to give it to
He's
him
not
yet.
even worth that. He's not worth that right
No,
now.
but
He
see,
has to
there's
prove it.
there's guys who's saying that, and I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I want to see more before I
Hmm.
give him that 7 year deal.
Well,
Some
no.
But
guys
it's
are
What's funny?
rats off a ship.
consistency is
Like
what it
What's
is.
people are
funny is
rats
if
off a ship of two
what?
already.
Well, check it out. Look, what's funny is if he doesn't do well by week 5, the complete opposite of extending him to a long-term contract goes to he's right out the window. So that just goes to show you, man, the the slippery slope we're dealing with here, man. Because
Right.
I mean,
For real.
it's just you can
For real.
overpay with inflation for a quarterback, but at the same time, you can tell him
Hmm.
buy.
Hey, I'm giving
So
Tua
crazy.
I'm giving Tua the Bengals game. Okay, if he
Bengals game,
doesn't,
that's it?
yes, bruh. Because the
No.
Bengals game, this is a Bengals, but this is Bengals. This is not no freaking Jets. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
these are
I
the
gotta give them
Bengals.
all 5 games. By the end of week 5, after that Jets game,
Hmm.
that is the full
That's the
season.
game. Okay.
That's the
Okay.
game
Here.
because
Guys,
Here.
if we
you're gonna
score
see.
over 40 on New England, how is the whole like first of all,
What?
that'll be the first
I
time
don't
we see
care because
Tyreek
at
He's
least
not.
waddle
two
on
of
the
them
He's
are
not
gonna
field.
be the
doing that, bruh.
defense.
That
It's
means
Bill
that
Belichick's
means hold
defense.
on.
He's not gonna let that happen.
And they
Ask
have not
yourself, look up a stat, Sharif. Look it up and just do yourself due diligence and see when was the last time Bill Belichick ever got blown out. Week 1.
no, but okay. what I'm saying is, no
Robert.
team has seen us on film. They've never seen Tyreek and Waddle on the field together
I
with
get that,
Tua.
but I'm just
And I
asking you
think
to do yourself
McDaniel
that
is
due diligence
intentionally
first
doing that.
before you think that we're gonna blow out Bill Belichick. I want you to
We're
I'm
ask
not
yourself.
blowing
saying,
out Bill
I'm
Belichick.
saying, if we do that,
We're
what
not.
is the panel gonna be like?
No,
Because
I mean
your
we've
guys are.
beaten them week one. Don't get me wrong, but
We're
we didn't
saying
blow them out.
it sounds like the fan base think we're gonna squeak by 2-2 out of the gate.
We
And all I'm
squeaked out
saying
week
is,
one versus
Hey,
Belichick. What are you
we
talking
might
about?
be 2-2. We might be one and
If it
five
okay,
wasn't
or
for
what
X,
whatever.
we
Who
would
okay,
be
knows?
toast.
okay, okay. What if we score 45 on New England? Now what do you guys say?
No,
Oh, McDaniel is a genius for holding him
I
out.
gotta see
He
it
got
versus
them hot
no,
Buffalo,
on
and I
I'm
gotta
not
see
pepper.
it
saying that.
versus
Here,
Baltimore
here
and
it is.
Buffalo. I
Here's
gotta
the
see
real
it.
one,
You're right
Sharif.
about that.
Sharif, this is
He's
what you're
going over
dancing.
their
Nah,
head.
Sharif,
It's
this
going
is
straight
what
over
you're.
their head, Miss Fins.
This is what you're dancing around the questions. Because what if we score 45 and they score 12? Right? That's where you're trying to say we're gonna blow them
Right.
out. It's not
And
that
then
even
it's
the
going
question. How many of
right.
those is Tua gonna score? Because we know by that number, the defense is getting at least 2 touchdowns. Because he hasn't
In the
rolled
past,
out like
you're
that
right.
not
In the
once
past.
since he's
Mhm.
been in the league. So
That's
tell
a
Maybe.
me,
fact. That's a
how?
fact.
Like, come on, it really
And what
isn't.
people
Maybe.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
gonna
one or
be
two.
how many touchdowns is the defense gonna give him? Because
Don't
the
and
we have
max
a
he's
streak
ever done
going?
was what 24
But
hmm
hold
him.
on, Miss
Yeah.
Fins.
Come
The
on,
Don't we
question
have
you
a
have to ask
don't
yourself,
we have a
Sharif, is: are
turnover
we going to
streak
score
going?
28
Like seven
points?
in a row or
That's the
something?
question you need to ask yourself. Are we doing 28 points a game or
ugh.
better?
At 28 points. It's not even if we're not scoring at least 32 points a game. What are we doing with
Thank
ourselves?
you. Thank you. Thank you. This is why spacing the court with Tyreek and Waddle is very important for guys like Gasecki if he learns how to block. And this is spacing is what nobody has seen yet, even Belichick. And the spacing is something that
Sharif
nobody
is
has
not
ever
that much,
defended.
dude. We've
Hey
seen
Sharif, so we
Tyreek.
playing ISO
We've
basketball now?
we've
Okay.
Okay.
We've seen
Okay.
Tyreek in
Okay.
Kansas City, and we've seen Waddle in the Dolphins with this QB. They know, they already know. They don't need to look that hard or try to imagine. They already know really what to
Hey,
expect.
bro,
So you're
Sharif out
saying
here
it
playing
wouldn't have
ISO.
benefited them to see them on the field together on Saturday night? That's
Who
big
cares?
for you to see them on field together.
No, no,
And then
no. It'll be big for us, to see that happen. But it's up to the coach, man.
I
You know what
think
I'm saying?
McDaniel is intentionally doing that. That's my point. And if you
Nah,
guys,
but
it's floating over your head.
it's
And
not.
We
he's a
know what you're
genius.
saying,
I
Sharif.
understand
He's
what you're
either a
talking about, but
genius or he's a
nah, bro.
clown for doing it because we're going to come out 0-4. That's what Von Joe is saying. I'm saying he's
I'm
probably
with
holding them
Vaughn.
out, getting them hungry. So when they
Hmm.
burst out of the paper bag, they're going to burst out.
I don't
And
know,
then I
man. A
can say,
genius
wow,
doesn't play
this
Trill
guy is a
Williams until the
genius.
fourth quarter of a preseason game. And a genius doesn't play Mackenzie Alexander
That's
until
a
the
A
free
fourth
minute
quarter of a
injury.
34.
game.
That was a
Yeah,
freak
that sounds
injury,
like my freaking
Cap.
old luck
A
energy
minute
coach.
34.
Because he slid on his knee and tore his AC. That was a freak. He made the
Okay,
tackle.
but it was late, man. You should not
Yeah,
even be
yeah.
playing that guy. He had already a roster spot.
He
Hey, let me
already
ask
had a
y'all a
roster
question though.
spot,
Let me ask
literally.
y'all a
Yeah.
question though. If let's say Jaceki does get traded, right?
Hmm.
Do you think he's gonna be get traded for a first round pick or a second round pick?
Second,
What I
or
want is a first. What I see is a second. If we
I
doing
see a
drafting,
second.
anything less than a second to me, it's why are we even doing it then? It makes no sense unless we're
I
getting a positional player like a true center or a true right guard
Or a linebacker?
or a middle linebacker. There is the only thing that I would really be okay with trading him for if it ain't a first or a second. Don't
Is
give me no
Chicago
third. Don't give me no fourth or anything beyond that.
is Chicago still trying to trade Raekwon or no?
No, I think that they took. I think he went back. If I'm not mistaken, from what I read yesterday, it looks like they're in talks right now.
Damn,
So he might
man.
not actually leave, which which is
and
upsetting for
I
us.
don't
Everybody's
want
always
him.
using us, man. They're always
How
I
you
using
doing,
really
whoever.
don't.
Anthony?
Hey
Oh, I
Anthony,
just wanted to welcome
I
Anthony
don't want
Manzano.
Anthony,
Raekwon. I don't
What's up,
want
man?
Raekwon Smith because to me, see, this is the
Well,
thing, right? We
why
got
don't you want Raekwon?
YouTubers on here from
Hmm.
3 years ago. Baker should be gone. Hey, let's pull up the bus for Baker. Baker's
I have a
still here
question
and he's
about
signed.
that, by the way, but go
So
ahead.
my thing is this, right? You
Hmm.
guys who are YouTubers watching film, either you don't know Baker or you don't know his value because he's still here
yeah,
and you
you know
believe
who's doing that, leading
he
that
should be
train. You know
gone.
who's leading that train, Sharif.
Exactly. And I won't say a name,
B,
but I will say this.
I love
You
you, man.
got to be kidding if you wanted not if you trying to Who the hell wants to get rid of Baker when he's our fastest edge, our fastest linebacker who can stay sideline to sideline with tight ends? Why do we won't even want to get rid of him? Oh, what we should trade Baker straight up for Waquan Smith. What the hell? We're gonna
Let
get
me let,
slower,
let me
first
tell
of
you
all.
why.
We're
Let me
gonna
tell
get
you why.
slower, first of all.
It's because the GOAT Tom Brady was picking on him last year. So that's why. And
But
plus,
you're
we
gonna
already.
get slower. Raekwon Smith is not a speed linebacker like Baker.
But don't we need a middle linebacker?
Yeah,
That's
we
why you
do.
got Channing
We
Tyndale.
do. Big time.
Okay, that's fine. We could put Shannon Tatum on the left or right side.
No, that's Duke Riley's job now.
It was
Duke
Melvin Ingram,
Riley is
no?
the inside left. Um, Landon Roberts right now is the inside right. Tyndale will eventually take Landon Robert, and it'll be Tyndale and Duke Riley in the middle. With
So
on the
so
edges, it'll be Ingram and Jalen Phillips.
so just imagine having Raekwon and Tyndale, both of them. One could stop the run and one could play coverage.
Might as well give him a Landon Roberts because you're not getting Gasicki for that.
I heard they
Where
You
were
got
where
to
gonna
where
give
try to
us
did
a
go after
second.
Trey
You
Flowers.
got to give us a second for Gasicki. Raekwon Smith is like a freaking third or fourth. You got to give us
Didn't
that
Steven
and a
say this
pick.
morning that we were trying to look at Trey Flowers?
Yeah,
actually we
I
did. We
saw
worked
that.
them out. We
That
worked
was
them
on
out.
Bleacher Report today when
You
I
got to.
was
You're not
at
just gonna
work.
sell Miss Finn's friend for a little or nothing. You got to give us a pick and Raekwon Smith.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you this. He is a top five tight end, no matter what it is. I've said this for years. Listen, oh, I guess we lost Von Joe. Bye, Von Joe. But if we're gonna be honest, listen, he goes to any other team, he's a Pro Bowler. Mark my words. We trade him,
Mhm.
he's an instant Pro Bowler. Mark my
No,
words.
he
Mark my
he
You
low
words.
key
can't just get what? Never mind.
last year Saseki really helped out Tua in the
He
middle
did
of the field. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why like people think that he needs to be traded because Loki he's like the third option for Tua. You know what I'm
Because
saying? Now,
Now
LAD,
I'll
look,
tell
you,
you.
you got to look at it like this, bro.
mm
After the
mm
Houston game, and that was what, week 6 or 7, give or take. After that game, he was non-existent, man. I mean, look up
because
the
he got
stats after that game.
schemed. He got schemed
yeah,
and he got double
Yeah,
yeah.
coverage. Everybody forgets he got double
yeah.
and tripled
And
coverage.
that's when we made the
Yeah.
run. We made
And
seven
guess
game
what?
run without his help.
And if it
And,
wasn't for him, they would have shut down Waddle
yep.
because he was
And
taking
let me
all
tell
the
you
smoke.
something. I reviewed when once ball game started to tell me, look
hmm
at how he's rounding out his routes. I looked at it, and ball game is right. This kid, he doesn't turn his head. It isn't that he didn't do it Saturday. He always freaking doesn't do it. He's rounding out his routes. That means he's not curling beyond where he's supposed to curl and expect the ball. He's still freaking turning. He's
Hey,
lazy on rounding up, and ball game is correct on that. And
hey,
I
let me
didn't
tell
know
you something.
until I looked for myself.
Hey, if we do trade him, like let's say we do trade him right this week or next week, do you know that Tom Brady is gonna go get him? Do you know why?
Because he's
Because
Oh,
gonna be a younger Gronk.
don't say that,
yes,
man.
no,
He's
Don't
gonna
say
be a
that,
younger
man.
Gronk that
I'm being
more
serious.
Oh
athletic,
Lord,
physically able, doesn't get injured. Like you're giving him a
I didn't think
younger
about that.
Gronk,
See y'all
and
not
he's
thinking about
gonna
that.
win the Super Bowl. There you have it,
And
ladies and
plus,
gentlemen.
Gronk is not there; he's retired. So you know what I'm
hmm
saying?
OJ
Like
Howard
y'all
isn't
not.
there either.
Let's welcome real quick Tony
Obvious. Come on
Manzano.
now.
Tony, welcome, welcome.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
Let's not go.
we should.
No, 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 Miss Phins.
Tony, I
Don't go there.
understand.
Do
I
not go
have
there.
to.
He is
All right,
I'm
better
listen,
sorry,
than
guys,
bro.
Gronk.
we're gonna be up here
There
for
is
a
no
few
way
more
in
minutes, so
hell.
I want everybody to get their words out. So go ahead,
Tony,
Tony.
I'm
Go
sorry,
ahead.
bro. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry, but I'm
Oh
speaking the
hell
truth.
no. Let's not. Gasecki is not Gronk. Let's not
No, no,
even
no, no.
go
I'm
there.
not saying.
The
I'm not
guy
saying
can't
he's
even block.
Gronk. I'm not saying
No,
he's
he
Gronk.
isn't.
No, 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 no.
He's
I'm
nowhere
not.
near Gronk. The
No,
guy
no,
can't
no.
block.
I'm
The
not
guy
saying
can't
he's
block.
Gronk. I'm not saying that.
No,
I'm
Anthony,
saying
he's saying that he's gonna go to Tampa Bay.
that's what I'm saying. That
No,
people
Miss
not
Finn's comparing him
understanding.
to Gronk. Miss
No,
No,
no.
Finn's
What I'm
bro.
comparing him to.
saying is, it's gonna be a younger Gronk, meaning another weapon
Tom
for
Brady.
Brady. That's what I mean. Another
And
weapon
Tampa
for
Bay
Tom.
doesn't have no tight
No,
ends.
Brady's leaving Tampa Bay because he's not getting along with the coaching staff there. He is not
What,
getting
this
along.
year?
What are you talking about? He just came
The
No,
only
back.
way he can do it is if he
he actually
retires.
no. he actually said that he doesn't get along with the coaching staff.
Oh, that's why he's took the leave.
I don't know, bro. I don't
I
know
He
because
thought
he
took
what
a
yeah,
came
I
leave
thought
back.
it
for
was
two
get
weeks.
He
along
personal.
with
came
that
I thought it
coaching
back.
was
staff.
personal. I
He
thought it was
came back.
He did
Wait,
come back, right?
That's
Yes, he did.
no, dude. That's cover. That's cover. He doesn't like that coaching staff. He doesn't get along with what's his name, Todd Bowles, and he doesn't get along with Byron uh
Left which.
uh Byron Leftwich and stuff like that. So that's why he said it was personal reasons, but he actually left because he's having serious disagreements with how the playbook should be ran on offense and defense because he wants the defense to play a certain way so he can have enough what is it called, enough plays on offense and stuff like that. So honestly, and I don't.
What?
Uh,
Look at Florida born Kentucky girl. Real quick, sorry, Mazana. He said, yeah, he was arguing with Bruce Arians when we had joint practices. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I remember
I
that.
did
Yeah,
not
yeah,
know
yeah.
that.
He
Oof.
wasn't going to Todd
mm.
Bowles. He was going straight to Bruce. I forgot. Bruce is like head of the office now.
Yeah, because
Oh
he's I
dang,
think
that's
he's
crazy.
personnel or something.
yeah,
That's bad.
he's yeah, no, and for me, like this whole Gasecki thing, I'm okay with trading him because we have a younger guy who's a better overall tight end in Hunter Long
Long.
that is a receiver and a blocker, a better receiver and a better blocker than Gasicki is.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
when I look at him, for me, Hunter Long is a better comparison to a guy like Gronk or a Kelsey, guys who can actually block, who don't who don't who don't whiff on blocks all the time like Gasicki. I'm sorry, Miss Fins, but I've seen him whiff on horrible
It's okay.
blocks.
Hey,
I'm so
listen, I
sorry.
videotaped. I was so upset. I was there that game versus the Raiders. I videotaped when Gesicki completely just he just oh my god, I don't know what he was doing. I guess he didn't realize that they already hiked the ball. He was so late to make that block. The X literally came all around and he was
Waller's
still out
willing to
there like and
block.
I
That's
was
the
like,
difference.
God Lord. I was so
Yeah,
mad. I didn't even go back to Teddy for the safety. I just stayed like, what are you doing, Gasicki? Trust
the
me, I
different.
ripped
That's
him
the
on that. You
difference
can
between.
find that video on my channel.
Yeah, no, that's the difference between Waller and Gasicki. Waller's willing to block a little bit. Gasicki just doesn't care to block.
It's not that he doesn't care. He's learning a new skill, guys. You got to give him time for him to gel. But look, we've been on for just a little over 2 hours. I want to thank everybody up here, guys. If you haven't done so already, though, I need everybody to hit that like button for me. Okay, let's get over. Let's get where are we at? I think I saw like 30 likes. Let's get 35, 40 likes, guys. Let's go ahead and do it. I know not everybody has hit the like
Be,
button. Hold on. I'm gonna get to you guys first for final thoughts. Don't worry about it. I just need to go ahead and reset this here. Hit that like button, guys. Subscribe. You can catch Miss Fins every single Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna have a lot of fun this entire season. So go ahead and check me out. And also too, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. every single day, Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Go ahead and check me out as well. We had Richmond Webb this morning. So that was a lot of fun, and we're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
have
that
even
was
more
great. You did a good
interviews.
job, Mama. You did good.
I appreciate that. So, with that being said, guys, thank you so much. Let me go ahead. I want final thoughts. What are you guys? Let's start with Monzano because you got here. I want you to get your words in.
yeah, no. My final thought is the actual question, and I'm going to answer it first. For you guys,
Hmm.
let's say the Dolphins are winning games, but Tua is not the reason. Do you guys just? This is an honest question. Do you guys?
Hmm.
For me, I sit if we're winning games and Tua, the offense is underperforming because of Tua. I'm gonna sit him and put in Teddy or Skyler. If Skyler's beating both of them out in practice, I do not care that he's a rookie. Honestly, if we're winning games and Tua's not the reason, and it's the defense and stuff like that we're winning games, I'm sitting him and putting Skyler in the rest of the season. I do not care that we're winning games. I do not give a shit that we're winning games.
Hey, first of all, sir, just
That's
so
a
you
hot
know,
take.
public service, I don't mind the hotness, but keep it PG because kids do watch this show, so please no cursing, okay? Thank you
Oh,
very
sorry,
much.
sorry. I didn't
No
know kids
worries,
were.
no worries, Manzano. But now for next time. Honestly, if we're winning games and Tua's not the reason, I must keep riding him until we don't. And if in the middle of a game we're not looking hot, then I'll put in Teddy. And if Teddy's not making it happen, then I'll put in Skylar. But until we start losing games, I'm keeping him because something's working enough for us to get the win. I'm gonna take everything that I can squeeze out of Tua, knowing full well he's not the future. And once I'm done with him with this season, get him out of here, trade him. That's my opinion. What about you guys? And was that your final take, Tony?
Yeah. Have a good day,
Okay,
guys.
well, thank you so much for joining too. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Okay, check me
Okay,
out,
bye.
8 a.m., buddy. See ya.
Bye.
Bye bye. Okay, let's go with Lakers all day. Go ahead, Lakers all day. Give me your final thoughts and answer that question too. If it's Tua's not the reason why we're winning, do you bench him or do you go ahead and keep him and ride him out?
You saying that? So you saying that if he's not the reason we're losing or winning?
Meaning, if he's not the reason we're winning, meaning he's just below average.
Oh
What
no,
would you?
we gotta bench him. Like if he's below average like he was last year and the year before that, yeah, bro, he has to get benched. No ifs, ands, or but. No babying him. No cuddling him. No nothing. And that's the other problem I have with this coach. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like
Hmm.
I see this coach, like he's an offensive guru. They say whatever he is, but I feel like he's he don't have that he don't have like he's like he's not gonna yell in people's faces. You know what I'm saying? He's
Mm,
not gonna
he's
drive the
not
players
rough like
to
that.
be. You know what I'm saying? He's not rough. You know what I'm saying? And I
Excuse
feel
me.
like some of these players are gonna. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna talk. You know they're not gonna listen to him. You feel me? Because he's
Mhm.
that nice guy, that nice coach, that nice. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know what you mean because that was my issue with him at the beginning. I don't know if he has the roughness to
But
really
that's what.
get on these
Yeah,
players when things don't look as good. So,
and that's my only problem with him. Like he doesn't have that Brian Flores is. You know that toughness that we used to have, and that's what
hmm
players need. Because these are freaking grown adults. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
These not no
exactly.
little high school kids. These are grown adults that can just they're not gonna even listen to you. Feel me? But I feel like yes, we should not trade him, but we should bench him if he's not doing good. And I have another question before I leave
Go ahead.
because I heard this on Steven. I heard this on Steven D's channel. So I was like, who's better, Baker Mayfield or Tua?
You're asking all of us.
Yep.
I believe in the upside for Tua, but I think right now
Who is
I
better?
can
Like
squeeze out more from Baker.
so, yeah. So he's better, right?
I would have to say by slight, and I only give him the experience part of it.
Yeah.
I'll give him
Me
the
too.
experience.
I'm
That's
not.
that's
I feel
probably
like
it.
he. I feel like he's better because he. I understand like he had a up and down with the Browns, but he beat out Sam Darnold. You know what I'm saying? And he was
He
a first
did.
round. And he was a first round draft pick in Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So
Then a Heisman winner
yeah, and he went to the playoffs.
and won.
And what did I mean? I understand Tua had a good college year, but what did he do from rookie till now? Nothing. Baker did accomplish probably most of everything that he trying to accomplish. So okay.
I see what you mean.
Yeah,
That's a good take. Well, thank you, Lakers. So I appreciate you coming up here, and
nah,
I'll
you're
just see
welcome,
you
man.
tomorrow. I'll be back next week, Wednesday
I,
night as well. So
I'll
definitely
be
want
up
to
because
catch you over
I'll
here.
I'll be up because I'll be waking up at that time. So
Oh, perfect. Check me out Monday
I
morning,
will, bro.
every
I
single morning.
got you. I got you.
Appreciate it, Lakers all day.
No, no
Have a great
problem. Have a
night.
good one. You too.
Thank you too. Bye bye. Sharif, talk to me. What's your final take?
Yeah,
And go
my
ahead and answer
final
that
take
question about
is,
Tua.
oh, if
Oh, I guess
Tua
Cap left. Oh.
if Tua is playing below average and we're winning, let's say we're 3-1
Mm-hmm.
or 4-1, and Tua is below average. I don't know. I think I agree with you, Miss Fins. If he's Jay Fiedler and we're winning I just stick with Jay Fiedler until he starts losing, right? If
That's
because
where I'm at.
Jay, if he becomes Jay Fiedler and we're still winning, that's not enough for me to pull him.
No,
Um,
we'd have to be losing, and
we'd
he's
have
got
to
to be
be
the reason
losing,
why.
yeah,
Then I'd be like,
right,
okay, fine, bench him.
right.
In my
So for
opinion.
and yeah, but my final thoughts are, guys,
Hmm.
look at the film that Elle was talking about McDaniel teaching in the classroom. Look at Juszczyk, Kyle Juszczyk. Look at the
Hmm.
tight end. I forgot who San Francisco's tight end is. Um,
Uh,
but
um, uh, uh. Good.
Pro
Keep
Bowl
talking, and I'll
tight
tell
end
you in a
too.
second.
Yeah, so if you look at both of them in the scheme, and when you watch the film of Shanahan's offense, you'll see that what number one, the middle linebacker never gets a hat on Mostert because the use check has him. So Engel will be able to take care of that middle linebacker on the other team's defense on in our running game. That's something that we haven't shown yet, right? So Ethan Carthon cannot do that, and that's who's our fullback right now. Tanner Connor has taken a step above him, I think. So that's a good sign.
Hmm.
And some other things that I took note of, like I said, if I don't think
George Kittle.
McDaniel, yes, George Kittle. When you look at the scheme, you'll see that sealing off the end is something very easily that George Kittle can do. When you seal off the edge, that's when you get the double counter, double trap, and then you see Mostert coming around the right side with wide open green grass. It's because you're able to seal that edge. So with Hunter, Long, and Smythe, I think they will be at least average capable of doing that. Not elite like Kittle, but another thing, McDaniel not playing these guys week 3. I'm not afraid because once again, I think the NFL CBA is what it is. We
It
know
is.
with Jimmy Johnson, it was 2-a-days. We know they did wear pads 2-a-days. I remember that. And let me tell you, 2-a-days were
I've done
wonderful
2 a days. Not very
because
fun.
you got to listen to the beat writer in the morning and in the evening, and it was wonderful. And so it's not hitting anymore, guys. We're not blasting one another. You have to take in accountability soft tissue injuries with two little receivers. So if they're doing 100% what McDaniel wants to do in the classroom, and he's a new coach, and this is his way of teaching, I accept that. You don't have to accept it. Now, what he has to do is prove to me he can get these guys to score 40 week 1 by teaching in the classroom and holding you out of physical contact. That's all I ask, and that's my take.
Well, I appreciate you, Sharif, and you're
Hmm.
always welcome here. Thank you for taking the time. Obviously, you made the panel fun. I like the little, the little back and forth. So that was good. So I really do appreciate you. And you already know you can catch Miss Fins Wednesday nights at 8, Monday to Fridays. I want to see you there. Okay.
Yes, yes, and I appreciate you once again. You're going out of your way to bring all of that content, getting close to the training camp, close to facilities, at the practice, and I want to just cheer you on and make sure that
Thank you.
you get all of the resources that you need from Dolphins to help you park, whether it's parking, whether it's getting in, getting in safe, of course, and leaving safely. But everyone, when you see Miss Fins out there, you make sure that she has a good time. All right.
Thank you. Thank
So,
you. I appreciate it.
yeah, and I appreciate you. So you just take care, and I'll see you in the morning.
See you in the morning, Sharif. Bye
All right.
bye. And guys, there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, you're with Miss Finch. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. We have so much fun each and every day. And Wednesday nights, guys, you already know to catch Miss Finch. It was an impromptu panel. But you know what? I'm very happy we did it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just like this morning, what a day today! We got Richmond in the morning. If you haven't caught that already, guys, you have to catch this morning's show with Richmond. That was amazing. We had so much fun. He even gives his record prediction, guys. You gotta watch it if you want to get that record prediction, guys. But again, this is Miss Fins. I am Miss Fins. You can catch me each and every morning, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern. And you can also catch me Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. for the night show. After hours, Miss Finn. So, guys, thank you so much. If you can do me a favor, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button, guys. Go ahead and hit it. Subscribe. YouTube.com/Fins, okay? Subscribe today, guys. We're so close because we got that 500 subscriber giveaway, guys. It's really nice. And we also got a 1,000 subscriber giveaway, guys. That's even better. So, guys, let's go ahead and get Miss Fins. We're so close. We already got what we added an extra subscriber tonight, so I'm so happy. I'm ecstatic. I love it. So, thank you for subscribers, sir, ma'am. Really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Let me just refresh this one more time. I think it's still 436. Might be 437. Figure right. Hey, it's 437. Look at that. I had no idea. That's awesome. Listen, guys, thank you so much for subscribing. Wow, that's a great shot, guys. But again, thank you for just believing in me and allowing me to be here with you guys. Everybody on Twitter and Twitch, thank you so much for joining me, Phins. Come over here, hit that like button, go right back. If you didn't catch this live, catch the replay, guys. But again, thank you so much. I am Miss Phins. Go ahead and hit that like button, guys. Thank you. And you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.